right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to South Beloit High School here. You got the K&K, the traveling show again, Kurt.
Yeah,
Kyle Leach.
back on the road.
Kyle Leach, Kurt Folk, as we're up almost in a really nice hunting stand, tree stand.
Nice tree stand. Got a good view from here.
We're outdoors tonight on the outdoor deck. We got the grill going below us. I mean, we've had worse locations,
I would
Kurt.
say I'm a little hungry because we're going to be smelling that all night, but otherwise it's a really good view. It's a perfect night for it. If we're going to be stuck outside, I'll take an October 11th night that is still about 70 degrees outside. So,
yeah, it's been a while, since probably 10 years plus since I've been to. Last time I was here as coaching baseball against South Beloit, but I've never. Last football game I attended was 0-2. Kurt, remember something about that day?
I was there too.
The 0-2 playoff team lost here to South Beloit, 58-25. A team, the South Beloit legend, went on to win the state championship that year over El Paso in the state championship.
Yeah, I would imagine they're still remembered around these parts. That was a very, very good 1A football team that year. One of the few teams, back in the day, 1A football that would spread you out, but they could also bring you back in and line you up power I and run the ball down your throat at the same time too. They were big, they were quick. They kind of looked like a Division II college team out there at some times, or maybe even a D1 college team.
I remember you saying you were out of breath a lot that game.
Yeah, a lot of running around, a lot of spread, a lot of running around from my outside linebacker position, moving around. They ran you all over the place. I was a little out of breath.
But that game did not happen at this field. We were looking up that location. Yeah. That was a park a few blocks to the east of us, I believe.
Yeah, I remember, we took a charter bus down to the game, and I remember where we got dressed. We actually had to get back on the charter bus to go to the field, and then halftime we were on like a baseball diamond. I remember being out on that, where kind of feel like probably Paul Cheeseman or somebody like that also had the charter bus parked right near. So.
But, the last time the Missiles met the Sobos was back in 2021. Another 58 points on the board. That time, the way of the Missiles, they defeated South Beloit 58-16. But, yeah, been many years since the Missiles have traveled up here. And you never know. We're looking at Google Maps of what the Crow's Nest was going to look like. I did not have a street view, but from the aerial view, it looked large.
Yeah.
It was only one story, but it's 16-plus feet in the air. But just one story, so a little tight quarters. Brooks is inside here of it, and then there's another radio station, their clock operator and PA guy as well. So, we're a good, how many yards are we away from the field here, Kurt?
50 to 70, I would say, right? If not more, maybe. It's kind of tough to judge because we are up.
Yeah,
it's a good view. I like kind of being outside like this, especially since it is, still in the 70s.
Yeah, beautiful weather, not wind. It's not blowing our papers everywhere. So if we were ever going to do an outdoor broadcast, tonight is the night to do it. So. But, the Missiles come in 5-1. South Beloit also 5-1 on the year. Missiles, week 1 won over AFC 80-8. Week 2 at Alden Hebron 70-20. At Orangeville 58-6. At Rockford Christian versus Rockford Christian Life 76-6. At West Carroll 44-0. And then lost last week. They suffered their first loss to Polo by a score of 14-30. South Beloit also at 5-1. They play the Marcos week 1, lost 44-8. Versus Orangeville, they won 42-20. Versus River Ridge, 54-12. At Kirkland, they won 30-6. Versus AFC, 35-14, and defeated Alden Hebron in a defensive battle last week, 6-0. They've beat, other than Polo, everybody on their schedule. Kurt, that's all you can ask out of them.
Same as us. Losses only coming to Polo, a very tough Polo team, as we learned last week. So you got to respect the fact that they're 5-1, also coming into this week. That Polo defense. Talked about them a lot last week. They only held South Beloit to 8 points. They held our rather potent offense to only 14, which dropped our points per game down to what we were. Were we near 70? Or?
Yeah, I think we were, right at 70. The cusp, maybe even a little bit over 70 going to last week. We're still, we average 57 points a game, giving up 11.7. South Beloit averages 29.2, only allowing 16 points per game. As I know, I was talking to Coach Robo, he had looked it up, and he said we're still the highest scoring team in the state.
Yeah.
In all the classes, 8-man, 11-man, or a few, like 6 points up on Aurora Forsyth. It's gotten closer here, but hopefully the Missiles get their offense going. They were stymied by an impressive Polo team last week, and really impressive both sides of the ball, but really on the defensive end last week for Polo.
Yeah, I mean, defense, you always hear defense wins championships, but defense certainly won the Polo Marcos that game last week. I know that we don't want to give up 30 as a defense. That's not saying that we necessarily did everything right or what we should have did on defense ourselves, but just our offense was stymied from the get-go. Struggled getting the running game going, could never get that big defensive or that big offensive play. Had our opportunities early. We dropped 2 balls that you normally don't see out of the missiles. So hopefully that kind of woke us up a little bit last week, and the offense can wake up again tonight.
Yep. Other area games, an 8-man, Alden Hebron at River Ridge. Battle of 2 and 4 teams. Playoffs on the line in that one. Rockford Christian Life at Polo. AFC at Kirkland. And for some reason I'm feeling an AFC victory tonight.
Could be the Raiders' first win.
Should be. Peoria Heights 2 and 4 at Amboy 5 and 1. Ridgewood 5 and 1 at Bushnell-Prairie City 2 and 4. Galva 0 and 6 at Scioto West Prairie 0 and 6. Another good matchup, Flanagan Cornell Woodwin 4 and 2 at West Central. Unity Christian 1 and 5 at St. Anne 4 and 2. Champaign St. Thomas More 4 and 2 at Blue Ridge 2 and 4. Milford Cissna Park, they get a forfeit win against Schlarman. Palestine 0 and 6 at Metro East 2 and 4. And then tomorrow there's some real good games. The premier one, Martinsville 6 and 0 at Pawnee 6 and 0. And then you got South Fork 4 and 2 at Oblong 2 and 4. And a local game, West Carroll 5 and 1 at Orangeville. That could be an interesting game up there as well.
Yeah, traveling up to, you never know what a Saturday is going to necessarily bring for West Carroll there, heading up to Orangeville. It's just a little different preparation throughout the week for your game. Little different, like, Friday night you go to school all day. Could be something different there. That's something to watch. That Martinsville-Pawnee game, that's huge implications in terms of rankings heading into the postseason here as we get a little bit closer to that.
Yep, and then in the NUIC games tonight, Galena 4 and 2 at Dakota 0 and 6. Forreston was 1 and 5 at Southwestern, a Wisconsin team. Fulton 2 and 4 at DuPec 5 and 1. Lee Wynn 6 and 0 at EPC 5 and 0. That's the premier game there in that conference. And then another good one, buddy Sean Downey, his Stockton Blackhawks 3 and 3 against Morrison 3 and 3. Both teams, that'll be a big win getting either of those teams toward the playoffs there, Kurt.
Say one of those teams needs their 4th victory, and they kind of need it bad heading into the final 2 games of the season. So watch out for that Morrison-Stockton game, and then Lee Wynn EPC, the 6 and 0 Lee Wynn. I don't know if that's ever been said before.
Yeah, shocker.
Or every year for the past however many years.
Yep.
Going to a 5 and 1 EPC team, looking to kind of get that program back on track. Kind of a game to maybe see where EPC stands
they've
right
been
now.
Playing really good football as of lately. They manhandled the Blackhawks a couple weeks ago when we were at West Carroll, a game we thought would be really close, and because Stockton hung with Lena for a good part. So, you can never judge too well. But, and other games that we'll keep an eye on, Bureau Valley, Coach Kappas and the Storm playing Illini West tonight. Both teams 3 and 3. Riverdale 3 and 3 at Newman 5 and 1. Sterling 4 and 2 at Quincy 6 and 0. And the Battle of Unbeaten's Dixon, who's I think up to number 2 in 4A at Johnston City tonight. That's about a 5-hour trek down to Johnston City. So an hour and a half wasn't bad, Kurt.
I'm sorry I complained about our ride on the way up here ever.
As how much time we got? 4 minutes left here on the scoreboard. We'll go over the starting lineups here first. For the Sobos, at quarterback, we got Landon Reed, a 6'1", 170-pound junior. Running back Chase Harrington, 5'6", 140-pound sophomore. Running back Trudane Peterson, a 6'3", 190-pound senior. Tight end Cameron Meister, 6'2", 175-pound junior. Wide receiver Caden Cook, a 6'3", 175-pound junior. Guard Valentine Ortega, a 6', 240-pound junior. Center Reese Bender, 5'11", 185-pound senior. And the other guard, Keon Floyd, a 6'1", 225-pound senior. Defensively, at the defensive end, we got Meister. Defensive tackle is Garrett Ludke, a 6', 200-pound sophomore. You got Floyd in there, defensive tackle. The other defensive end is Daniel Winterland, 6'1", 200-pound junior. Linebackers are Peterson, as well as Cook. And defensive backs, Harrington. And number 7, there's Jacob Wilhite, a 6', 175-pound senior. Coached by Josh Radisky. And assisted by Bob Radisky and Gene Radisky, as well as Bill Shepard and Justin Staver. They play Start 5 players both ways. Do the Sobos. Now for your missiles here tonight. Quarterback Kyson Francis, a 5'10", 155-pound freshman. Running back Spencer Nye, 5'5", 160-pound junior. Fullback Micah Tom Smith, a 5'11", 180-pound senior. Tight end Connor Johnson, a 6 foot, 180-pound junior. Tight end Carter Livingood, a 6 foot, 205-pound junior. Guard Caleb Sarber, a 5'4", 145-pound junior. Center Jackson Sidmore, 5'10", 230-pound senior. And guard Dalton Adamek, 6'1", 230-pound senior. Defensively at the ends, we got the Bash brothers, Livingood and Adamek. Nose guard Sidmore. Linebacker Tom Smith and Sarber. Linebacker Spencer Nye. Defensive backs are Connor Johnson and Evan Shank, a 5'8", 160-pound junior. Head coach Jason Rowell, assisted by Brad Grenoble, Austin Caravia, Cal Engelkins, Cameron Daughtine, Ryan Kendall, and Cody Druce. Missile starts 7 players both ways, so depth, a whole list of Sobo players again, Kurt. We're outmanned once again. Surprise, surprise.
Outmanned. Looking at the side-by-side comparisons here that Kyle makes for us of the roster, had to squeeze South Beloit's in while ours kind of
we can get cheer squad.
We got everybody in on ours.
Yes.
We had to squeeze their whole.
We put Dykstra's dating profile. Yeah.
Hey, you guys might want to check that out later.
Milledgeville's most eligible bachelor up here filming.
If you're looking, send us a text message.
Yep. Well, we'll hit that. Talk about more of that home next week.
Yeah.
But maybe that'll make the paperwork here next week.
So. Coach Engelkins up here celebrated birthday number 38 yesterday.
Ooh.
Let's hear it for the cheer squad.
All kinds of some big birthdays coming up here this year, Kurt.
Yeah. don't remind me. I've heard rumors. I refuse to believe it, but it's happening. Maybe a trip to Nashville or something, though, out of it. I think I would get.
Could be.
Turning 40.
You would think your wife would do something nice for you.
Something special.
But they've stopped the clock. Still 4:04 on the game clock. This time has stopped when you get to South Beloit. Kurt.
Pretty much did. Looks like we're getting into the national anthem here. They're lining up at least.
So, yeah, calm night. I don't think. Is there any wind? The flags are moving just slightly.
Slightly moving on the goalpost there.
Speaking of that, we need to get Dykstra to put those on our goalpost.
You're going to climb up on those next week and hang those up on ours.
That would be.
No ladder. You just got to shimmy up.
A slight breeze. The smoke has died down. I'm not as hungry, but they do have some burgers on the grill below us again.
Yep. I don't know if you had to pay extra for the cheese, but I got one. I didn't get any cheese.
Yeah, that's tough to come by up here. I heard it's.
Well, when you're this close to Wisconsin, you'd think.
Welcome to the South Beloit Athletic Complex, home of the Sobos.
Outside, right outside. At least we don't got a speaker in our way of Alden Hebron. Yeah, it's a beautiful view. And like I said, wherever going to be outside, tonight is the night to be outside. That's for sure. Like I said, the last meeting between these teams were in 2021. Milledgeville winning that one 58-16.
The Northeastern Athletic Conference.
As with that, we will step away here for the opening, for the starting lineups and the national anthem, and we'll be back for opening kickoff between the Missiles and the Sobos.
We request your cooperation.
All right, welcome back here to South Beloit High School. I'm not sure of a name of the field here, Kurt. I don't just call it
Soboland.
Soboland.
They've got a whole complex. They have a whole sports complex here. Pretty nice.
Yeah,
they
very
got
nice setup.
several diamonds. Soccer community as well here.
Looking like Sobos are going to get the ball first here. Judging by their setup here on the kickoff.
The lanes on the track feel like they could be marked a little bit better, but that's my kind of track. You don't have to stay in your lane.
Yes, yep. You have problems doing that, driver's ed.
Yeah. Well, it's never me behind the wheel. Plenty of days where I wish I had one on my side.
Yep. So Adamick set to toe it up. Is that number 1 back there? Be Chase Harrington back to receive, and we'll zoom in on here, Coach Roble. A rare occasion, Kurt. I know what everybody's been clamoring for. We finally get the backside
of
Coach
shot of Coach Roble.
It's a rare occasion. We're always on the opposite side, being on our home field.
Finally get a good look at those calves that we've heard so much about.
Yes, he's known down
the
in
Morrison community knows all about him, but we're finally getting a good look at him.
So, yes, I know. There you go. Everybody enjoy that shot. Coach Roble with still the white Nike golf shoes, khaki pants, black polo. I'd like to give a shout out to one of my favorite Robles. Winnie is listening here tonight as kickoff is underway. Adamick kicks it, going to bounce down near the 23-yard line. Harrington has trouble picking it up and met right away there. Once he gets up, we'll give you a number here.
Mike and Tom Smith, I think, got the tackle down on that one. Met right away as soon as he picked up that ball. Yeah, the entire Roble family, probably our biggest loyal listeners.
So, yes,
we thank them.
Yep, Winnie, especially tonight, she wanted to shout out. Jess Cohen, I'm sure. So, avid supporters of our they love our banter for some reason.
Yeah. Here in the Jacob Cobbenshankles listening in and watching in tonight. We're thinking of you again, Jacob, always. Keep up the good fight, bud.
So 1st and 10 for the Sobos I formation. Gonna hand it off. Harrington off the right side. He's got some room. Nice gainer off the right side. Brought down there by Spencer Nye.
Able to bring him down eventually, but a good gainer there on 1st down for the Sobos. Finding some room on the outside. Kind of the opposite of where Polo found success last week, pretty much going right up the middle of our
gain of
defense.
7. Excuse me, it looks like Benny Mickelson in the starting lineup tonight as well.
Yeah, he's in there for
Connor
Johnson right now.
Yep, Benny Mickelson, 5'11", 150-pound junior. Now the wind wants to pick up here for some reason. 2nd and 3 here for the Sobos. Quarterback drops back to pass, going to air it out. He's got a receiver. Open as 4 there. Up to the 45. About 15 yards to Maestro. Reed to Maestro. Or Meister, excuse me.
Well, I think we can stay with Maestro.
The
Maestro. I think we might stay with that. That play brought back some 0-2 flashbacks of a tall receiver running down the middle of the field.
So the Sobos got something cooking here on the opening drive.
Literally
right below us. As Reed gonna hand off Harrington.
Hit in the backfield by Saber.
Saber in there at the tackle for a loss.
Saber flying in. That's good to see him moving downhill like that.
Loss of 3 there for Harrington.
See the missiles attack a little bit here instead of maybe waiting for the offense to come to them, be the aggressors and attack the holes and their gaps.
My wife checking in. She's listening as well. Amy Workman. So I'll have to send her the link. She was wondering where the link was at. I'll send it to her here shortly. 2nd and 13 for the Sobos. Shotgun formation for Reed. Drops, takes a snap, looks to his right. He's got a man open, but it's through the hands of number 9 there, Winterland.
Yeah, Winterland, big kid, number 9.
So another 3rd and 13.
Big team here, the Sobos. 84 in the backfield is pretty big. That number 9's big kid. Some good names with the Maestro and Winterland here.
So 3rd and 13. See if the missiles can force a stop.
Sobos bringing in a host of people here. That looks like a lot of people in the huddle.
Yeah,
that's more than 8, isn't it? I guess. Whatever.
Evidently not. We'll see what they break the huddle. It's 3rd and 13 for the Sobos. Ball on their own 42-yard line.
Say, that was more than 8 as they... That's I don't think that can happen that way.
But, yep.
And there it is. Something.
Yeah, here we go. So the other refs were just kind of let that happen.
Just let it happen, and then because
I'm not sure. I'm guessing maybe that's why this guy threw it so late. That's maybe not his call normally. But
I got to imagine that that's not the head linesman's call.
A loss of 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 18.
And is that? Yeah, that's not usually called that late, is it? That's not a. You wait for the play to happen kind of call. That's not like a illegal motion or anything like that.
Yeah.
Or a defensive offsides.
Yep, so 3rd and 18, first penalty of the game on the Sobos, 5 yards. 3rd and 18, Reed shotgun formation. One to the left, one to the right. Gonna get it to Meister, or Maestro as we'll say. Tackled immediately by Shank and Sarber for a short gain of about 2.
Yeah, good pursuit that time by the Missiles defense, keeping the man in front of them, giving that underneath short out on 3rd and long there, bringing up a big, long 4th down here. 4th and 15 for the Sobos.
16 there, Mr. Folk.
Oh, man, you're right. We're on that hash. I should know they're well painted for me.
Yes, they are. We appreciate good field work.
Yeah.
As back to punt, the Sobos, and
Spencer got a piece of it.
Yep, Spencer Nye tipped it. Going to take a Sobo bounce across right at midfield stripe. It looks like they're going to mark it. The Missiles will take over 1st and 10.
That ball somehow went out exactly on the 50-yard line. I like it.
That's called good officiating, too. When they
Yep, just make it easy.
Yes.
That's where it went out, clearly.
I appreciate that, too. Yeah, but we're going to go to the nearest yard line, and that's where it went. So 1st and 10 for the Missiles.
Milledgeville will take over 1st and 10.
I'd like to see a big play right away here for the Missiles.
Evan Shank in at tight end as well for the Missiles. Francis hand it off to Tom Smith. Tom Smith on the left, weaving in and out of traffic. Gain of 5.
Good gain on 1st down for the Missiles.
Tackled by number 23.
They said something we both want to see, Kurt. The ground game.
Yeah.
I'd be happy all game not throwing a pass.
Yeah, grind it out.
Establish a run.
Make them stop that and then stay.
You got 4+ ball carries that can carry the ball.
Stay true to the rush, and then maybe you can hit them with a pass here and there. But
2nd and 5. Spencer Nye up the middle.
There,
nothing there. No gain. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Missiles. Maybe a loss of 1 there for Spencer. About 3rd and 6.
I think Spencer went backwards a little bit there. Missiles employing a no-huddle offense, making the calls at the line. We're going to spread them out this time.
Francis, 2 to the left. Shank and Nye to the left. Living Good and Tom Smith to the right. Shotgun formation for Francis. Nye goes in motion. Little jet toss to him out the right side. Going to have to make something out of nothing. And weaving out of traffic. Going to have the first down.
Going to give him the first down.
And going to gain about 8 yards.
Back, number 46, Spencer Nye.
Brought down there by number 4, Meister.
Makes enough for a Milledgeville 1st down.
My dad checking in as well. Other listeners, give us a shout out. Let us know you're listening. Hopefully everything's working on the stream. I heard the replay is working good.
Yeah.
Francis tossed to Promenschinkel getting an early carry. And he slips up. Tackled by the 33-yard line.
Had some room there, but that guy on the 33-yard line jumped up and caught him.
By a gain of about 5.
Jaden Propsek, another kid we could use. You get that guy in space and you don't know what's going to happen. I ain't catching him.
Gain of 5 for Promenschinkel.
Going back to Jaden again. Finding some room. He's going to have a first down. Blow the whistle. Blown dead.
A host of Sobos. 1 Harrington in there.
There's something we can throw out again to the crowd. What is a group of Sobos called?
Someone asked me that what we're going to say what a group of Marcos is called, and I said, I don't think you want me to say that on the...
Yeah, no. You don't want to know that.
Let's protect Francis. Drops back to pass.
Got Evan.
Shank wide open.
Reels it in.
Touchdown Missiles. Francis to Shank for about 27-yard touchdown. Looked like people were, I was waiting if there was a flag or something, kind of a delayed response there. But
yeah.
Missiles strike here. Francis to Shank for 27 yards.
I keep forgetting that we're on our sideline here, and I see our players like running this direction. I'm like, what are they doing? Oh, we're over here. This is our sideline. Wife's listening at home. Apparently she heard that conversation about the birthday trip. She's single momming it up tonight with 2 extra kids, so I bet that's fun. Every person.
2-point conversion. I was looking down. Who was on the carry? Did you catch that, Kurt? That was poor broadcasting. I'm on.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
catching the stats.
Too. No,
2-point conversion, no good.
Failed.
I'm sure our camera got it.
Yep.
So 7:34 to go here in this opening quarter. Milledgeville 6, South Beloit 0. We'll be back.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
All right, welcome back here. We're going quickly here. We're going to put Brooks under the gun here tonight. Yeah. It was a very limited huddle after the two-point conversion was no good. Missiles lead 6-0.
Coach Engelken's pointed out, I don't know that South Beloit huddled at all after that touchdown. They just went straight to their kick return spots. And
let's get it going, boys.
Yeah.
I like it.
Move it along.
Adamek set to toe it up. Harrington back to receive for the Sobos. Line drive kick.
That one might get to the end zone.
Nope,
he's
about the
grab
2-yard
it at the 2.
line. Harrington on the return. Saunders missed. Saber and Micah Tom Smith is going to get him down again.
Mike
Good
able
special
to bring
teams
him
play
down.
by Tom Smith again. Going to be inside their own 20, so great coverage there by the Missiles.
One of our deepest kicks of the year, too. Nice job there by Dalton Adamek.
So 1st and 10 for the Sobos. Ball on their own 16-yard line.
When Dalton's taking his steps back there, the kick, I always think that he's going to kick with his left foot. He's the only right-footed kicker I really know that takes a step back and then takes a couple to the right to come in on the ball. But he got a hold of it that time. Got her down the 2-yard line.
So under center, I formation for the Sobos. Harrington and
Stacking
Peterson
the
in the
box there,
backfield.
the
Going to go to the air and
that's not
dropped.
good. Two
Maybe
missiles
had a
out
chance there. A
coverage,
diving attempt there. Meister.
Missiles stacked the box on that play. Good play by Evan Schenk and Micah Tom Smith. They had one lone receiver there. Maybe a read that they saw there, the call when we stacked the box, but had a chance but couldn't come down with it. Would have been a good catch.
So here we go for the Sobos. Back under center. Reed going to hand it to Harrington. Harrington, another nice gainer off the right tackle there. Right guard. Adamek. And Tom Smith on the stop. Gain about 6 there for Harrington.
Yeah, Missiles need a 3rd down play here.
Good
movement
give him
of the
5.
pile that
They
time,
moved it back a little bit. 3rd and 5 here for the Sobos. Ball on their own 22-yard line. Just a very calm game, like not much noise. It's very. Seems so far away from us.
Seems really far away from us. I'm sure there's more people here than it looks like, especially on the Sobos side, but it's pretty spread out.
Ooh, their wide receiver was wide open down the left sideline, but he did not snap the ball. But did we jump first?
Luckily for us.
They're going to call us offsides. That we went first, but boy, their wide receiver went sprinting off the ball.
The side judge.
I'm not sure the ref's seen the guy running down the sideline.
The side judge on our far side
that should have been a penalty on them. He left immediately.
I think we jumped because he took off.
He was open.
Yeah, he was wide open. That's one way to get open.
So they're going to gift the Sobos a 1st down here.
And for a second, thought I was watching like the Arena Football League there for a second, where they can like start from clear back and run up on the play. But no, it's just one of their receivers.
I guess if you can
flying
run
down
off
the field,
run off the ball and not get called for it.
Yeah, go for it.
So 1st and 10 for the Sobos. Reed going to hand to Harrington. Harrington off the right side. Saber in there as well as Mickelson.
Mickelson was in there. Spencer was flying over here.
Another good gain. They're getting some chunks on the missiles here. No.
Yeah, the Sobos.
About 5 more there.
Sam's the one play where they've found some success on the outside, where usually you see the missile speed kind of take over.
So 2nd and 5 for the Sobos. Ball on their own 32-yard line. 6:05 to go here in this opening quarter. Milledgeville 6, South Beloit 0. Reed under center. 2 backs, Peterson and Harrington in the backfield. Gonna hand it to Peterson, his first carry. He's a big back.
Yeah.
Not much there.
Living good initially, able to grab a hold and slow him down. I think Sid Moore and Sarber over there on the tackle.
Yeah, Peterson 6'3", 190-pound back. They also got a big end out there too. Caden Cook, wide receiver. They'll split out 6'3". So give him a gain about 2 on that one. Going to be about 3rd and 3 here for the Sobos.
Quarterback himself, 6'1", 170. Big kids.
So the roster's about 40 kids deep.
Yeah.
So just 3rd and 3 here for the Sobos. Reed under center, I formation behind him.
Milledgeville stacking the box again. We'll have to see who goes and who stays.
Gonna hand it to,
able to cut it out the outside.
9, and he's gonna stretch. I think he's got the first down.
It's another big kid there.
Winterland, 6'1", 200-pound junior.
Running hard around the right-hand side.
So give him gain of 4.
Gives the Sobos a first down.
So 1st and 10 for the Sobos.
Nice reach by Daniel Winterland.
Ball on their own 37-yard line. 4:52 and counting in this first quarter.
We need a Bash Brothers play here.
Yeah, they've been
Adam
quiet here
McAlevey
so far.
kind of quiet so far.
And there you go, Saber in the backfield, and he hops on it!
And he got it himself.
The hat trick, the sack, the forced fumble, and the recovery. Saber
in the backfield.
The Bash Brothers, it's mini Bash Brothers.
Mini Bash Brothers. I think that happens in the Mighty Ducks movie. They take on the little.
Yes, 1st and 10. What a play by Saber. 1st and 10 for the Missiles.
Next thing you know, Sarber's going to be pulling people down, pulling their jersey over their head.
Set up on their own. Sobos 30-yard line. Francis going to hand it to Tom Smith. Tom Smith off the left side, met right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss. Yep.
Brought down by number 72 there. That would be Floyd, Keon Floyd.
Loss of 1 there for Tom Smith.
For a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11.
Milledgeville calling the plays here at the line of scrimmage. Everybody getting set.
My brother is already checking in. Saber player of the game. My vote's done, he said. So, long way to go in this one, but yeah, that's a great play. 2nd and 11. Francis, play action. Going to dump it to Tom Smith, who's wide open. Catches it at the 30. Runs over one guy, but he does make the tackle down inside the 20-yard line, about the 17, gain of 14 yards there. Francis to Tom Smith.
Harrington able to bring him down there for the Sobos, but good play there for the Missiles, finding some open space for one of our athletes.
Shotgun pistol formation for the Missiles. Shank out left. Francis gonna a little toss to Living Good.
Nice
Living Good
on the outside by
cuts
Spencer
it in.
Nye.
Running hard through, gets down to about the 10.
A host of Sobos again.
That's one of your favorite passes, Kurt. You would have been very dangerous with that pass. Gain of about, where are they marking it down? About the 9, about 8 there.
Not a huge part of the game when I played, but I like it. Under center this time for Francis. Schenkel in the backfield with Tom Smith again.
8 yards. Francis going to roll out, gets away, and that's a
Shank
at the goal line. Stretch! Touchdown, Missiles! Francis to Shank for the 2nd time tonight.
Yeah, I like those routes there. Get Kyson out of the pocket a little bit there, running. He had 2 options. Evan, the underneath man, a little more open than the deep route. I like that he checked it down to Evan. Run the sideline there. Good route run there by Evan Shank.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns. Evan will take that. He's making an early run for player of the game.
Saber might have some problems.
Now, we'll pay attention to this 2-point try, Kurt.
Yeah, sorry.
We blame your wife. You were talking about her.
Much.
Francis going to hand it to Tom Smith.
He's
up the
be
middle.
Right at the line to not get it in.
2-point, no good. 3:11 to go here in this opening quarter. Milledgeville 12, South Beloit 0. We'll be back on the Missile Sports Network after this quick timeout.
Through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Looking for top-notch local computer sales and repair services? Call Adams Experts in Quincy at 217-214-3423 for fast, friendly, and affordable assistance. We make technology work. That's Adams Experts, your go-to when your computer goes down.
Brooks gives me the go-ahead. Brooks, my wife is loving the replay system back at home, she says. You're on your game tonight.
About time, Brooks.
I'm just maybe saying that we're maybe not on our game, Kurt, is what she's really saying.
That's probably what, yeah.
So,
we missed a play.
EPC leads Lee Win 12-0 the end of the first.
Wow.
That'll send shockwaves through the state if that
Ball's
holds up.
going to go out of bounds at the 10.
Legal procedure on the missiles there as my sister Shelly checking in. Owner-operator of Ruby's Coffee Coach, and I think you'll agree with me, the finest smoothies in the area,
Yes.
Kurt.
I was kind of sad I didn't check Facebook enough once. I saw them downtown today, but I was already moving along, didn't have time to stop.
I know their coffee's really good, too. Don't get me wrong there. All their lattes are good, but, man, their smoothies are fantastic. They're out and about again tomorrow, her and my wife. I should probably know where they're going.
I think my guess, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I do.
The Living Good Barn Sale.
There you go.
Out at the Carroll County Fair.
Yep, so head out to the Living Good Barn Sale. Check out some.
A lot of good crafts. And
get a drink
stuff
or a
out there.
smoothie. First and 10 for the Sobos. Reed going to hand off to, fullback right up the middle. He's got room to rumble. 50, 40, 30.
Making Micah turn a couple times.
20 inside the 20 all the way down to about the 10. So we'll see where that is. Wide open up the middle, Kurt.
Eerily reminiscent of Polo's first touchdown last week. We're just right up the middle. Not touched till he was very, very far down the field.
About the 11-yard line.
Missile's
so
got a
40.
Missile's got to sure up those.
About 54 yards on the carry there for the big fullback, Peterson.
I missed that Brooks has been checking in here with, I think, people that he can see watching on YouTube. So another relative, Blake Kappas, is watching from Rockford.
You should be here, Blake. That's
close. Pretty close. Angie Sidmore says more cowbell.
First and 10. Inside the red zone are the Sobos. Left side there.
Not much doing, but positive
Peterson
gain.
On the carry. Saber in there. Adamek as well, living good. Gain of 3. See the Merriman family as well.
I have the pleasure of driving by the Sidmore Dairy Farm every morning. Nice operation they got out there, and they've raised some good kids. So,
Merriman at the camping at Lena, I believe I see.
Ooh.
So 2nd and 7 for the Sobos. Reed under center. I formation. Gonna air it out. Looking for the big receiver there, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, just never really got going out there on his route. Couldn't get any release there from the defense. That big number 82, 6'3", 175, Caden Cook.
One of our favorite electricians. Let's check it in, Chad Selman.
My parents in South Dakota this weekend watching from the Pizza House at the Dakota Dunes.
So 3rd and 7 for the Sobos. Reed, shotgun formation, going to hand to Harrington. Harrington off the left side.
Ooh, he's hit.
Nye, and who was that, Shank?
Yeah, Evan laid a hit on him. Taking him out of
the wood
bounds.
down over there.
4th down here for the Sobos.
Gain of about 3. It's going to be about 4th and 4.
Pizza sounds decent. I don't know if my dad did that on purpose to make me hungry, but pizza sounds decent.
Eric Hernandez checking in. So big down here, 4th and 4 for the Sobos. Ball about the 5-yard line, it looks like, Kurt, if I had to say from here. Get our. We should have been dressed in camo in this hunting shack up here tonight.
Say they'd never see us coming. 5-yard line. The head linesman over here appears to be standing right on the 5.
4th and 4.
Bunch formation out here.
Or long 3. Harrington going to go in motion, going to fake it to him, going to throw it, and it's through the hands of number 4. Missiles defense gets a hold.
It's a big defensive stand for the Missiles, prevent any points being on the board there. Keeping the Sobos at a goose egg with 57 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Milledgeville Missiles will take over.
3 times they've gotten at least 1 first down, have the Sobos.
Yeah.
That time. Luckily, Micah Tom Smith was able to track down Peterson there.
Yeah, he was trying to lose him.
He probably scores a lot of times on that play if he wide out in the open.
There's probably not many people that can run him down like Micah. Let's get us out of some territory here with our run game.
Toss to Tom Smith off the right side. Move. That's doing exactly what you said. Moving the pile forward. He's out near the 10.
That is Micah Tom Smith.
Keep that coming.
Getting some room for the Milledgeville Missiles.
Make that defense stay home, then open up our pass game. Micah, a little gimpy coming out.
Off. So Promenschinkel in for Tom Smith.
Still no huddle offense here for the Missiles, calling the plays at the line.
Nye and Promenschinkel, I formation behind Francis, double tight end set. 36 seconds remaining. And the referee needs a timeout here for something.
Discussing dinner plans later here quickly.
Subway across the street. I don't know what else we have in South Beloit here, Kurt.
Yeah, there's a Happy Walk down there. Nice lit up kind of little business area over there.
Not sure what the discussion is.
Shocker, there's a gaming place over there. So hedge your bets. See how well you do.
We'll see Micah Thompson on the ground still.
Dykstra seems like he's a gamer. Slot kind of guy.
So 2nd and 5 for the Missiles. Toss to Promenschinkel. Going to cut it back inside. And going to have a first down and some more. Gain of about 8 there for Promenschinkel.
Able to get it across the 15-yard line for the Missiles. Nice burst of speed there at the end to give us the first down and a little bit more.
Manages to get enough for a first down.
Manages.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball about the 17-yard line. On their own 17. Promenschinkel off the right side. Got room to run. Going to be pushed out of bounds there. Nice gainer for Promenschinkel once again.
Gets around the right-hand side.
Jaden really getting several opportunities here this first quarter. He's going to be near a first down and maybe has it.
With 5 seconds left on the clock.
Micah
first down.
Still over here on the
sideline.
sideline.
Gain of 10 there for Promenschinkel.
Walking it off a little bit over here is Micah Tom Smith. Hopefully he was just cramping or something.
Francis gonna drop back to pass. Gonna air it out for
a little deep for Living Good.
He can't quite run that down. First incompletion for Francis. That's 4 for 5 up to them. That's gonna do it after 1 quarter of play. Milledgeville 12, Sobo 0. We'll be back on the Missile Sports Network after this quick timeout.
Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Watering Hole in downtown Augusta is open and says good luck all area teams this season. Stop in for a cold drink Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 1 a.m. with happy hour 4 to 6. Then Saturday, 1 p.m. to 1 a.m. You can watch the game there today. If you aren't there, get there. And Sunday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Watering Hole says good luck to all area teams.
Welcome back here to Soboland for 1 quarter of play. 2nd and 10 for the Missiles. Jake Chapman had checked in, said, yeah, we're looking better than the last time you guys played here, Kurt.
Thanks, Jake.
In case you missed it in the pregame show, 0-2 the Missiles lost in the playoffs here, 58-25. As Francis going to hand off up the middle, Spencer Nye. Cross tackled there by
Take that
72.
gain, though. Positive yardage, lining up again.
By Floyd. Gain of 4 there for Spencer.
Missile still employing the no-huddle offense. We go fast with our no-huddle. The Sobos don't use breaks.
Is that Nye again? Going to be short of a first down, so decision time here for Coach Roble. Tackled in there by
I think you just got to
64.
go for this. Keep the ball here.
Gain
Keep
of
it on
about
the
3
ground.
more for Nye. Bring up 4th and long 3, maybe 4.
Instructions coming in here from Coach Grenoble to Kyson. Will make the call on his arm sleeve there.
64 Logan Tennant on the stop. Yeah, 4th.
Kind of a big player for the Missiles. Keep
And
control of the game
3,
here.
short 4. Francis going to hand it to Promenschinkel.
Cuts
off
it
the
up.
left
He's
side.
gonna have it.
He's
He's
going to
still
have
going.
it.
Rumbling, stumbling, fumbling.
Got about the 34, up to about gain of 9 yards there for Promenschinkel. He's been the most impressive runner here so far this first half.
Jaden going to get a break. Micah Tom Smith is back out on the field.
Good to see MTS back out there.
Yeah. Evan Shank giving Carter Livingood a breather here. We've got, can't see who's over on the far side. Is Johnson in now? With Spencer on the far side. Micah
I
Tom
believe
Smith
so.
and Evan Shank here on the near side.
Francis drops back to pass, looking to Tom Smith in the flat. He's
Gonna
got
give
it.
him some open field. Good block
He's
by Evan
across
Shank.
the 50.
I like it.
43 up
Micah Tom Smith.
to the 7 and 8, about 15 yards there. Francis to Tom Smith.
Plays like that, or I think would have liked to have seen us do that a couple more times against Polo last week. Give your athletes room to move.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Going quick once again. Francis going to be a quarterback draw right up the middle.
Runner
He's
by
got room to
Tyson.
run near a first down and maybe has it.
Yeah.
Give him a gain of 11. Wasn't hesitant at all that time,
Much
Kurt.
more confident run by Kyson Francis. Nice to see that kid grow from a week where maybe a couple times he was a little hesitant, but he just took it and went with it that time. Hit the hole hard.
Missiles are on the march here again. 1st and 10. Ball just outside the 30-yard line, about the 31-yard line of the Sobos. 9:55 to go in quarter number 2.
Keeping it here with the
Give Kirk
doubles,
Francis
the
a shout
right
out as
left.
well. The dad, he complains he never gets a shout out being on the sideline. Gets it to 9. He's
Caught.
hit immediately there by 82.
Held on to it, but immediately hit there.
That was Peterson.
Caden Cook.
Cook. Peterson's 84.
Yeah.
Gain of 2.
Not a whole lot of a difference, though, there between Cook and Peterson. Very similar looking players.
Spencer Nye's first catch. No yards. 2nd and 10.
Right up the middle of Spencer that time. Tried a little trap play.
Tackled in there by Floyd. And that's going to be a loss
Gonna
of
actually bring
1.
it back there a yard.
3rd and 11. Promenschinkel out to the left, 3 to the right. That's Micah Tom Smith, Shank, and Livingood. 3rd and long here for Francis and the Missiles. Francis takes the snap, looks to his right. And boy, that was
dangerous.
They did not set that
I don't think
up
that
well.
was set up correctly, but gotta imagine we're just gonna go for it here.
Falls incomplete, so 4th and long, but we're across midfield, so guessing they're going to go for it here. See what Coach Grenoble has dialed up on 4th and 11.
Missile's gonna huddle up this time. Think about it a little bit.
8:52 to go in this first half.
Johnson's gonna enter the game for Promenschinkel. Kyson Francis comes in with the play call.
Sobos with the all-red uniform look. Red helmets, red pants, red jerseys, white and black lettering and trim. Numbers. Livingood split out to the left. See if they go that way, Kurt.
Yeah, you got to
3 to the
imagine.
right.
I think we were maybe setting that up after the last time. He's going to turn and look here.
He's looking right, though, and
Ooh,
had
he had-
Johnson, but couldn't come up with it. Pass
Had
falls
Micah,
incomplete.
too, in the second level there, wide open.
So the Missiles turn it over on downs. The Sobos get a defensive stop
Yeah.
here.
Back-to-back stops by each defensive presence here.
So 1st and 10 for the Sobos. Ball on their own 32-yard line. Reed once again under center. Cook split out. Gonna hand it to Harrington. Harrington on the right side. He's tackled immediately. There's one of the Bash brothers.
Adamak in on it. Taken down immediately.
Loss of 2.
and is taken down for a loss of 2.
Bandana's on, boys. Knuckle up.
2nd down and 12.
Bring little Saber with you.
See, maybe the defense can spark the offensive here again and get a turnover. 2nd and 12, 8:20 and counting here in quarter number 2. Stockton leads Morrison 16-7 the end of the first quarter. Thank you, Mike, for the updates. Dupek 14, Fulton 7 in the first. As Reed going to drop back to pass, and he's got
a man.
Cook. Tackled by Johnson.
Nice tackle there by Johnson, not giving him any more yardage.
Gain of about 7 on the play.
He gets positive yards for the Sobos. It will be 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 now. For the Sobos, ball on their own 37-yard line. Reed under center, Peterson and Harrington in the backfield. Double tight end set. They go play action here. Harrington, nope, gonna hand it to Harrington off the right side. He's got room.
Room
Harrington
on the outside.
Gonna have a first down and some more.
Milledgeville stacking the box again, kind of selling out for the run. Able to find the outside.
Gain of about 10 for Harrington. 1st and 10 for the Sobos. Ball on their own 47-yard line.
Sobos prove they can move the ball.
Like I said, they got size, speed. Like I said, it's
Yeah. You got to imagine with the amount of people they have on the roster that they can give people blows here and there when they need them.
Reed, shotgun formation. Harrington goes in motion, going to fake it to him, and the quarterback's going to keep it. Met there by Nye.
Grabbed there.
Gain of
Carter Livingood literally just reached in and grabbed his hand there and said, "Come here." Spencer Nye helped clean it up.
2 for, actually that was 7 in there, took that snap.
Jacob Wilhite taking the snap and the run.
So a little wildcat.
Ball forward 4 to 2nd and 8.
2 yards, 2nd and 8 for the Sobos. Ball on their own 49-yard line. 6:27 and counting this opening quarter. Milledgeville 12, South Beloit 0. Reed under center. Gonna hand it to Harrington. Harrington.
Gobbled
Gain
up
about
that
2
time.
more.
A little bit of a gain there.
Adamek.
Adamek in there again. I think Micah Thomas Smith has some blood on his elbow or something. Saw him talking with the official there. Gonna have to get that taped up.
3rd and 5 here for the Sobos. Ball on the missile, 48-yard line.
Benny Mickelson will enter the game for Micah Thomas Smith. Benny Mickelson, a kid that's proven when his number gets called, he's going to go out there and give it all. He's going to fill in.
Been a very important piece to the team this year.
Accepting his role, taking his role, and doing what he can to help the team.
3rd and 5. Reed under center. Oh, and they're going to get us to jump. Going to result in a first down, I believe. Going to be really close.
It's going to be close.
I think it's going
Probably
to.
going to give them the first down. Say, looking at the hash marks there, I think that's going to give them a first down.
Offsides on Milledgeville, which will be enough again for a South Beloit.
So another first down here for the Sobos. Once again, moving the football on the Missiles defense here. 5:34 to go here in this opening half.
I think Wyatt House has now entered for Sidmore after Sidmore jumped on that play.
Reed going to hand to 84. Nice tackle there by Saber. That was, if he doesn't make that tackle, he's got room to run there, Kurt.
There's a lot of open space there if Caleb can't grab his ankle there and pull him down. Possible big play, touchdown saving tackle there by Saber.
5'4" Saber taking down the 6'3" Peterson. 2nd and 9 now for the Sobos.
Milledgeville selling out again, stacking the box. Going to try and get to the outside.
And there's room. Number 1. Nice. Finally tripped up by 9, but after a nice gain, 41 down to about the 30. 11 more for the speedy Harrington. He's shifty out there, Kurt.
He is. Sobo's getting some nice kick-out blocks there, too, on the edge on our corners coming up and filling in. Still think the Missiles could kind of hit their gaps here a little bit harder. Go and meet them. Blow up the play. See if you can get somebody else then coming in for the tackle.
So 1st and 10 for the Sobos. Ball on the Missiles 30-yard line. Missiles need to make another defensive stand here. Reed under center. I formation behind him. Reed going to drop back to pass. The pressure running to the left, and boy, he's stuck there. Who was that? Spencer? Spencer Nye. It's going to be a loss of about 6.
Spencer Nye looked like he was hitting the hitting sled there.
That was a form tackle,
yeah.
Kurt. Print that off for the practice drills next week. Loss of 6, 2nd and 16, so a big play there. They need 3 more here, 3:52. Sobo's going to take their time now. Kind of ball control, run the clock.
Yeah.
Done a good job of that here this first half.
They come out of this half either 12-0 or 12-6. They got to consider that to be a pretty solid half for them. Kind of put them in the driver's seat to take the game.
Reed under center. I think maybe play action here. Maybe they'll go to the run here.
Reverse.
And going to be the reverse.
And he's going to throw it.
Going to throw it up, and it's caught. Going to be a gain of about 5 there. 82-1.
Gets them back near the original line of scrimmage after that big hit by Spencer Nye, but tried a little razzle-dazzle there. They got some yardage out of it.
So going to be about 3rd and 11 here. I didn't see who had was it Adamek or Livingood maybe had the pressure. He had to get rid of it quick.
Yeah, Livingood was up there in his face, had to get rid of it.
3rd and 11 for the Sobos.
Threw it left-handed, assuming he's left-handed. That's why they brought him this way.
Reed under center. Gonna hand it Meister off the right side, chased by Adamek.
Adamek able to turn him back in.
Did his job
nice
there.
Pursuit there by the Missiles.
Tom
Saber and Tom Smith in on it again.
Gain of 1 there for Meister. 4th and 10 for the Sobos. Ball on the 30-yard line. The Missiles make one more play here. 2:19 to go and counting. Like to get a stop here and a quick drive down the other end here, Kurt.
Yeah. See if we can put one more score on the board here somehow. 4th down. Don't allow the big play here.
So shotgun formation for Reed and the Sobos. Meister split out wide to the left. Gonna throw it batted down there by Livingood. Pass falls incomplete, and the Missiles get another stop.
Missiles
kind of deep in their
again.
own territory again, Kurt.
Yeah, Missiles step up again on a 4th down play. The Sobos moving the ball, then can't finish their drive, but the defense steps up, doesn't allow them to.
Let's get something going offensively. Still haven't established a solid ground game yet here, Kurt. That's been a little disappointing here. I was hoping going to be more of a focus here this first half. But the Missiles rise up, get another stop here. 1:54 to go, 70 yards here.
Yeah, I'd like to see us punch in another touchdown here. There's time. We've got our timeouts.
Get Johnson in some space.
Yeah, put your athletes in a position to find some open spots.
Pistol formation, 9 lined up behind Francis. Johnson and Tom Smith split out wide. Looking to Tom Smith, and it's the hook and ladder to Nye.
Yeah.
Breaks one tackle, going to get up near the 48-yard line.
Near midfield.
To Nye, 18 yards.
Thought it looked like maybe that's what we were setting up there. I was a little worried about Micah. He was kind of in a lot of traffic there, but able to get it off.
18 yards. The old hook and ladder there as Tom Smith now going to get a carry up the middle. And gain 4.
I don't know. Don't have the best angle here. I'm not sure Micah needed to cut that one back this way up.
Missiles do have all 3 timeouts left. 1:25. And they do take a timeout here.
Yep.
With that, we'll give Brooks his time to shine quickly. 1:25 to go in the first half. Milledgeville 12, South Beloit 0. We'll be back after the short timeout.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on-the-field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
Sports Corner at 124. Macomb's original local sports bar is the Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb.
Welcome back here. It's a quick moving first half here, Kurt.
Yeah.
47 minutes in. We're down to 1:25 to go.
rarity.
12-0. The Missiles' vaunted offense has been held to 12 points here.
Yeah.
Only 8 points last week in the first half.
Yeah, I fully kind of expect us to come back after that Polo game and put, I don't know, at least 30 on the
30
board.
burger on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, South Beloit's been up to the task. Francis drops back to pass. Gonna air it deep to Tom Smith, and it falls incomplete.
A long pass attempted down the field is just overthrown.
Just over the top. Had good coverage there.
3rd and 5.
So now 3rd and 5. So, yeah, you want to move the ball to, but now you got to pick up the first down here as well. 2 downs to do that. Maybe go back to the ground game here. Stockton leads Morrison 24-14. Adam Drinkall cheering from Columbus, Ohio tonight in the Drinkall Performance Horses team. Thank you guys for listening. Brian Daler checking in from the semi. Appreciate you, Brian. So 3rd down and 5 for the Missiles. Francis under center. 2 backs behind him. Going to be Nye off the left side. And he's going to be close. Nope, going to be 2 yards short.
Say short of the first
About 4th
down.
and 2. Coach Robles going to take
use
a
a
timeout
here. Minute 10 left.
Gain of 3. So with that, we'll take another quick timeout. 1:10 to go. Milledgeville 12, South Beloit 0. We'll be back after this quick timeout.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
Do you need ice for your upcoming event? Look no further. Midwest Ice has you covered. Midwest Ice is Central Illinois' newest ice delivery service. We deliver ice directly to your event. Call Blaine Wrench at 309-351-8192 for a quote today.
Welcome back here. Big down for the Missiles to try to put some points on the board here before half. They're facing 4th and a long 2 here.
Missiles need a first down here first.
Ball on the Sobos 43-yard line.
Shank's going to take the snap.
Shank in at quarterback. Shank gonna hand it to Tom Smith off the right side, and he's gonna have the first down. And Moore just stumbled down there.
Ball was
near
down,
the
but I'm
30.
pretty sure it fell when he fell.
So from the 43 down to about the, where they marked that at, 31. 12 yards there for Micah Tom Smith.
Yeah, first down stops the clock at least momentarily. Clock is moving now.
Not sure the chains are set, but the clock is moving.
Seemed a little early. The chains were still moving.
Gonna have to go 1 timeout remaining. 49 seconds. Francis, 3 to the left. Takes a snap. Looking to the crosser. Gets it to Tom Smith. Falls. Oh, nope. Did fall incomplete there. Probably a good thing. That wasn't going to get much here,
that
Kurt.
was going to get much. Thought he had Evan on the slant there. They had deep covered and short covered, but I think we had Evan in the middle of the field. Maybe Kaiser.
The Missiles will get the ball to start the second half.
Progressions need to go from top to bottom there.
Love to double up here if you can. Get a score at the end and get the ball to start the second half. But they're a ways away from doing that yet. Their own 31-yard line. At the Sobos 31. 1st and 10. Shank still is back in at quarterback. Shank takes it. There's going to be a quarterback draw right up the middle. Evan going to be near first down, and I think he's going to have it. That should stop the clock. Gain of about 11.
Let's see if we can not run the clock this time till chains are set. Oh, no. Official says let's run her.
So going to have to go quickly here. 1st and 10, 26 seconds remaining. Ball on the 19-yard line. Francis drops back to pass. Throws it to Tom Smith. Tom Smith's one-man miss. Oh, hits the left juke button. He's down inside the 5 and gets out of bounds. Tom Smith from the 19 down to about the, where are they marking him at, Kurt?
About the 3?
16-yard line? Or 3-yard line, 16 yards.
Gain. I think Evan's going to come in and maybe
they do have a timeout in the bag here yet, so.
Take a shot here running the ball. Maybe a little read option here between Evan and Micah.
Shank. And South Beloit's going to take a timeout here. You want a timeout, Brooks, or you want us to keep it here? He says we'll keep it here. We only got 12 seconds. He gets all half to show off.
Say halftime, he's got it. Halftime goes to Mr. Brooks.
So first and goal from the 3. Like I said, they do have you can run the ball here, Kurt, because like I said, you do have a timeout in your pocket, as well as a sandwich if I know Coach Roble.
Yeah.
Just not a burrito. What was that, a burrito that he's?
Yeah, burrito, or like a microwave burrito he supposedly have never had. Still don't know that I believe
I think he's willing to tackle it, he said, though.
Said he's willing to give it a shot.
So put that on your grocery list there, Jess. Some type of microwavable burrito.
Add him to the cart.
Missiles thinking 6 points here. 12 seconds to go. They're 3 yards away.
Yeah, I got to imagine we're going to come right back out with the same. We're going to have Evan taking the snap with Mike in the backfield. Maybe some kind of read option or just have Evan follow Micah. Similar play to what we ran against Polo there to get our score last week. It's got to happen up front. We need big blocks from Sidmore, Sarber, Adamak, Living Good.
Shank in there at tight end now. Looks like Kyson is back. Is Kyson back in a quarterback?
No,
or who's?
We're going to go kind of a
Micah?
wildcat here with Micah.
Micah's going to take the snap here. Wildcat formation. Micah takes the snap.
Ooh,
and
he's got it.
Evan, but pass falls incomplete.
It was there. I think
9 seconds remaining.
I'd like to see Micah with the chance to just get 3 yards, though. But it was there.
So second and goal from the 3. 9 seconds remaining.
Micah maybe a little overzealous there, getting his opportunity to add a passing touchdown to his resume again.
First and 10, or second and goal from the 3. Francis back in at quarterback. I formation behind it. See if you can man up and run it right at him here, Kurt.
If we don't get it here, we got to be.
Tom Smith pushing the pile. In! Tom Smith goes 3 yards, and he's in for a missile touchdown. 3 seconds on the board. Boy, what a perfectly executed drive there, Kurt, using about all the time and getting 6 points.
Could have ended with a better time left on the clock. We'll be able to kick it, hopefully covered up here. I doubt we'll go anything too big, but Missiles needed that score because we're getting the ball coming out of the second half, too.
Yes.
Hopefully add to it then, too. This offense, truthfully, kind of needs to get going here a little bit. Like to see them kind of sharpen up some here.
Francis going to hand him to Tom Smith, looking for the edge. And, boy, Missiles are 0 for 3 on 2-point conversions. And after another series here, 3 seconds remaining, the Missiles lead 18-0. We'll be back on the Missile Sports Network after this quick timeout.
Ryden Farm Supply, located in the heart of Walnut Grove and in business since 1974. Ryden Farm Supply can meet all your needs for LP seed, fertilizer, and farm chemicals. Their LP service is unmatched in this area. Customer service is one of their specialties. Give them a call today at 309-772-3121.
Welcome back here to Soboland. Kyle and Kurt, K&K Show. Missiles up 18, but have not looked overly impressive here the first half here, Kurt.
No, you also got to think we've left 6 points. I mean, doesn't sound like much, but we've left 6 points and 2-point conversions there. Not like just hanging out there. They're not on the board right now. I think they really do need to just sharpen up. I mean, the Sobo team's good. They're 5-1. We're not discrediting them at all. Just kind of feel like the Missiles could be playing a little better. Spencer Nye is going to tee this one up.
Yeah, I guess, I could a little more. Sobos have impressed me as well. So what they're doing offensively and defensively. Squib kick recovered by the Missiles.
That's our ball, missile ball. We got 3 seconds.
Only bad part, I guess it's good practice. Only bad part about that, we only have 3 seconds, but we'll take a shot here.
Yeah.
Saber on that recovery of the onside kick.
I think I said it. Kyson probably can't make it 50 yards. I saw Dalton Adamak again, I think at West Carroll kind of throwing. I think Dalton could maybe be in the backfield and throw this one up.
Not sure what
Well,
the officials
aren't ready. I never remember the main guys, the umpire or the
Keith Maidema, the head umpire tonight, I believe.
And we're wiping it off.
Oh, saying
not going to get a chance.
Are they
Clock
saying
never
the
ran.
clock never
ran. So
okay, so the missiles do not.
That is the end of the half.
Okay.
Boy, that would have been. We recovered it pretty quickly there. But yeah, would have loved to see one, but they're going to decide. That took longer than 3 seconds, so that is going to be the halftime score here. Milledgeville 18, South Beloit 0. First half stats first for the Sobos. Harrington, 9 carries, 38 yards. Peterson, 4 carries for 60 and a long of 54. Meister, 1 for 1 yard. Reed, 1 carry, -6. Winterland, 1 for 4. Passing, Reed through the air, 3 for 8 for 24 yards. 82 there is Cook, was 1 for 1 for 5 yards. Receiving, Cook 1 for 7, Meister 2 for 17, and Harrington 1 for 5. 2 penalties for 10 yards for the Sobos.
Tonight is the
Missiles
South Beloit homecoming game.
Offense here tonight. Tom Smith, 6 carries, 28 yards and a touchdown. Nye, 6 carries, 16 yards. Shank 1 for 11. Francis 1 for 11. Promenschinkel, 5 carries for 38 yards to lead the Missiles rushing attack. Francis through the air, 8 for 13, 107 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Living Good has a catch of 8. Tom Smith, 1 for 14, or has 3 for 35. Nye, 2 for 18 yards, and Shank, 2 catches for 36 yards and 2 touchdowns. 2 penalties for the Missiles for 10 yards. You lead a 5-1 team 18-0 at half, but yeah, just like the offense for second week in a row, Kurt, just not clicking here.
No, I can't even really pinpoint what it is. It just we not as high powered as we seem. I mean, I guess quite frankly, the simple thing is that we've played better teams, but at the same time, it just seems like we haven't quite hit our holes as fast as we normally do, gotten to the outside as quickly do, like not as sharp in our passing game. So whatever it takes for the Missiles to kind of sure that up over the next
2
few
points
weeks here.
have not been good.
Yeah.
Those becomes ever so big in the playoffs,
Those
Kurt.
2-yard, what is it, 2.5, 3-yard plays, yeah. Got to be able to cash those in. Those are huge. Those can be big. And like we said just before half, we've left 6 points off the board that we, quite frankly, should have had.
Yep, other score, Stockton leads Morrison 30-14 in the second. Lee Wynn has woke up, Kurt. It's still close, but they do lead 22-18 late in the second. As Polo was up 38-0. Forston was up 14-8.
Also for the juniors.
Thank you, Mike, for the updates. Again, I'd like to thank our sponsors before we cut away for our halftime break. They include the Milledgeville State Bank, the Millwell Tavern, Selman Electric, Gibbs Drywall, Bushman Service, Ruby's Coffee Coach, Ewer's Garage, Boss Roofing, FBFM, EVS Hobbies, Duncan Land, Wally's Place, McKenna's Flooring, Kness Heating and Cooling, American Quality Windows, Waisner Farms, Living Good Charter, Pearl City Elevator, R&H Seed Solutions, 330 Detailing, SRG Tuck Pointing, and Extreme Tree. Thank you all sponsors. Once again, your score at the half, Milledgeville 18. South Beloit 0. We'll be back.
Before we take off,
Yep,
sorry.
Go ahead.
Just Brooks, I think, has queued up some kind of highlights here for the halftime, so stick around. Watch those. We might go see if we can secure some crab rangoon from the Happy Walk for Coach Roble before we go, or maybe I'll see if Janet can find some frozen burritos to get warmed up for the gazebo for after the game for Coach Roble or something. But hopefully the Missiles can come out here a little more fire in the second half, kind of put this game away, but enjoy some of the first half highlights that Brooks is going to have queued up for here in a second. And thank you to our sponsors as well.
Yep, so once again, your score at the half, Milledgeville 18, South Beloit 0. We'll be back after this halftime break. To South Beloit High School. Your score at the half: Milledgeville 18, Polo 0.
Sobos.
Or Polo. I'm even thinking last week. Why am I? Yeah, I'm wondering what's maybe wrong with us. But yeah, I'm still on last week. Milledgeville 18, the Sobos 0. But up 18, but just they left more to be desired out there, Kurt. I guess they just left you wanting more.
Not upset with the 18-0 halftime lead. Obviously, just seems like we could have had more. Seems like we could be doing more.
I think a little bit.
Just not clicking together right now. It seems for whatever reason.
A hangover from last week, and South Beloit maybe playing a little bit better than I thought. I've been really impressed with them as well this first half. They've moved the ball. They've made us drive the ball, not limiting big plays.
No big plays, really.
So that's been a staple of our offense, but it's good for our offense to have to drive the ball. That's something we haven't done. Didn't do it consistently last week, but we did put a couple of good drives together here.
And again, South Beloit 5-1. They're not a slouch. You're not 5-1 because it just happens that way. They've worked for their 5-1 record. Just things seem a little bit slower than usual for the Missiles for whatever reason. I don't know if we got kids, late in the season, kind of blues, nursing maybe some injuries.
So it looks like the Missiles will receive the second half kickoff. Homecoming, so a little extended halftime there as well.
Yeah, we found ourselves at
dabbling
another
some
homecoming.
nachos here at halftime, Kurt.
Yeah, not bad. Salty chips.
Yeah, what's the overall? So what's the rating?
Super hot cheese. The very first time I took a bite of one, so the top of my mouth is feeling it. But not bad. There are no pulled pork nachos that you can receive from the Milledgeville concession stand. But like I said, Milledgeville concession stand's up there, and the tops around.
The guy that thought of those was genius.
Yeah.
As the Sobos on side, it goes out of bounds. That's one of those plays you're lucky that Spencer isn't taller than he is.
Yeah. Good read on that ball, though, to know that that's basically heading out of bounds and there's nobody coming your way. Missiles will take over where it went out of bounds.
About their own 40.
And we're going somewhere between the 45
He signaled the wrong way.
And the 44, we're going to put the ball down. Now he's playing with it.
I don't think you can say that on the radio.
Oh, sorry. I forgot where we were at for a second. My bad. Nope. Now we're moving it up to the 45.
45 it is. I like that ultimate decision.
Was,
hey, there's this nice white line in front of me. We're going to use that.
Good job coming upstairs this time.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Shotgun formation. Tom Smith off to Francis's left. Francis going to fake it to him. Drops back to pass. Going to air it out. Livingood. He's got him wide open. Catches it inside the 30.
Livingood makes a move.
A spin move. Going to be tackled down near the 20 or near the 15-yard line. So 40 yards, first play, we'll take it, Kurt.
Tyson Francis with the special delivery, the Carter Livingood. Just got a special delivery from Kennedy Livingood and Brindley Hackabarth, bringing me a water. They were talking to me at halftime, and I left my water down by them, and we had a water catastrophe happen. Sorry, Sobo Land, I don't really know.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Francis under center. I formation, going to hand it to Johnson. Johnson
dances around in the gap there a little bit.
The 11 or so. Gain of about 4. Johnny's first carry. 2nd down and 6 for the Missiles.
Yeah, Johnson finds his way in the backfield right now. Moves Micah Tom Smith to one of the ends.
Yes, interchangeable pieces. That's what I think could be a very key. We haven't used it much. Now Johnson, another carry, but now flag in the backfield. Johnson's pushing the pile, pushing the pile. They might get him into the end zone, but I think this is going to come back. He's going to be stopped at the 1.
Yeah, you got to imagine placement of the flag. This one's coming back.
Or it wasn't a hold.
No.
Was that a legal shift?
Called an illegal shift on the Missiles.
Which is better than holding. Holding's a 10-yard penalty.
My question on the illegal shift, I mean, I guess one of our backs must have moved early. Otherwise, did we have anybody in motion or shifting?
I'm not sure. Our replay maybe caught it, but
yeah.
Probably not going to go to replay on that. But back them up 5. Be 2nd and 11, 3rd penalty.
Say, not a huge penalty. Probably assumed holding was coming just based on who the flag came from. But
the effort seems better on these first few plays, Kurt. Just the drive, that push from the offensive line, Johnson running hard.
Like you said, I like the interchangeable pieces. We have athletes.
Your tight ends
maybe
can
not
get carries,
say,
yes.
Well, not maybe the deepest roster. We have athletes, and maybe give guys just kind of different opportunities by putting them in different positions. Kind of confuse defenses, too.
Pistol formation. Francis going to take the snap. Promenschinkel around the left side, but he's going to be tackled in the backfield. Yeah. They sniffed that one out.
Sniffed that one out right away. That was
84
blown up.
Peterson.
That was blown up by a host of Sobos just moving into the backfield.
Loss of about 5 for Promenschinkel. Just need to get maybe a little bit better at carrying out the fake there.
Yeah.
About 3rd and 16 now for the Missiles, going backwards here all of a sudden. Ball on the Sobo 21-yard line. 10:30 to go here in this 3rd quarter.
Or I don't know, even, that kind of end-around reverse play there. Didn't really have much setting that up leading to that. So it kind of allowed defense to just kind of like fly.
Hard to run a counter if you're not countering anything, is what you're saying?
Pretty much.
Francis drops back to pass. Going to air it out. Looking for Tom Smith into double coverage, and it's caught in the corner. Out of bounds.
No good.
Out of bounds. It's hard to tell from our vantage point, but
he was close.
Yep, he did make the catch, but
he caught it, but was kind of forced out there. Came out himself. That would have been a tough catch to get his foot down, I guess, in this instance.
So now 4th and long for the Missiles here. A promising drive, and it's hit a
stalled here by a penalty and a loss of
5.
Yeah.
So we had it. Could have been 1st and goal at the 1, but instead we're 2nd 11, loss of 5, and now an incomplete. Brings up 4th and 16 from the 21-yard line. Need to get down to about the 5-yard line here. See what Coach Grenoble and the Missiles have dialed up here. 3 to the right, 1 to the left is Tom Smith. For Francis, shotgun formation, takes a snap. And looking all the way to Tom Smith, and that's going to be out of bounds. Turnover on downs for the Missiles. Yeah. And another big stop here by the Sobos.
Sobos stepping up there in their own territory, just like the Missiles did a couple times in the first half, and getting a stop. Stymies the Missiles offense after a couple big gainer plays.
You would like to at least see that one in play there to give your playmaker a chance. But he was
chance.
Double covered all the way. And Promising drive ends on a turnover on downs. Now the Sobos. 9:56 to go. Their first possession of the second half. Reed under center, I formation. Peterson and Harrington behind him.
See what the Sobos saw
Hand
in the
it
first
to
half.
Harrington, and there's Dalton Adamek, the first one.
Adamek there to grab him.
Tom Smith as well.
Livingood ended up over there as well, the other Bash brother.
Loss of 1 on the play there for Harrington. So first, second down and 11, ball on their own 20-yard line. Missiles be back at home next week against.
Missiles sticking with 7 up right there in the box with Micah Tom Smith, the one back.
So 7-1, little pop pass, and
we had a chance, I think, if we would have saw that. That was a dangerous play.
I believe that was a forward.
I like it.
Brings me back to some junior tackle football.
I like it. Run it again, the Tim Tebow top pass. But, yeah, next time I just hopefully read it a little better and Micah can intercept it. So 3rd and 11 for the Sobos.
We had that play in our playbook when I played junior tackle football. You could read it at the line. You could call red. I weirdly think the other one was Louis, not a color. But one meant right, one meant left. If a team stacked the box like that on you, just run the little pop pass to your tight end.
Hand it to up the middle, and another hole and a first down on again. 3rd and long. Tackled finally by Tom Smith. Peterson's going to get 12.
Took a little razzing at halftime from some people in a text and change about saying the Missiles need to he'll hit the holes a little faster and fill in the gaps. But again, like finding success right up the middle. And they've kind of set that up with some success to the outside as well.
1st and 10 for the Sobos. Ball on their own 35.
Johnson not able to make the tackle.
Harrington running hard again. Finally tackled by Shank.
Shank in the backfield.
Gain of 6 more.
Another good game by the Sobos.
6 yards, 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 here for the Sobos.
Johnson a little hesitant on that tackle. Like to see him come up and make a tackle. Kind of reaching there.
8:28 and counting in this 3rd quarter.
Looked like my kid trying to catch a baseball sometimes where he moves out of the way and then sticks his glove out.
Just make a better throw next time.
It's usually right at him.
Going to Harrington that time.
Sidmore
in there eats that one up. Nice play by Jackson in the middle there.
Sidmore says no thank you.
Loss of 1. A host of missiles, Kurt. You want to correct the move
down there? I might have to tell the guy. That would be a flight of missiles.
3rd down and 5. For the Sobos. See if the Missiles big down here, see if they can force a punt. Sobos converted 3rd and long here moments ago. 3rd and 5, ball on their own 40-yard line. 7:35 and counting for this 3rd quarter. Watch the ball here. Gonna be the end around
again.
Meister.
They're gonna get a
gonna be short.
Stop short.
Nicely pushed out by Tom Smith, but close enough they maybe go for it here. Kirk gonna be about 4th and 2. Gain of 3 there.
Maybe a decision here on ball placement, but the yard the gain, truthfully, they've been getting. So I say you go for it here. Missiles got to step up.
That's where the speed paid off. That looked like it was going to go
I
for a first down.
thought that was an easy first down. Honestly, didn't even really see Micah, and then Micah was able to catch him and drive him out of bounds. But I thought that was going to be an easy first down there for the Sobos.
I'm guessing they're going to go for it here. The way they
you got to imagine there wouldn't be that much discussion to just punt the ball away here. They got big backs.
They got brought in 9 in there, which is Winterland in at at halfback. Peterson in there as well. Going to hand it Winterland. He's met right there by Adamek the first. And
Adamek came in and broke that play up, and then the host of missiles, the flight of missiles coming in.
It was that 80 or no, that was 9. Winterland to carry. He is stuffed for no gain, and the Missiles get another defensive stop here.
Nice job there by Dalton Adamek stepping up and making a play. His initial hit is what stopped that play, then everybody else flying in.
Come on, offense, get into gear here. Let's not have a negative play here to get us behind the chains. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the 43-yard line. Don't need nothing fancy.
No. Pistol formation.
As Francis takes the snap, going to hand it to Tom Smith. And now another late flag.
Coming in here late.
Micah did hit the hole hard there, Kurt.
He did hit the hole hard that time. Going full speed. This time it is going to be a holding.
Jeez.
It is a holding call on the missiles. That will send them back 10 yards.
That'll back us up 10 yards. Wipe off a good play. About 8 on the game for Micah.
Didn't see who they gave that to. I was watching Micah there. Hit the hole hard. That's going to back us up. Those are big penalties.
Which normally with our offense is not had a problem overcoming, but tonight has been a different story.
Been a little out of sync the last 2 weeks. Connections haven't been there. We've had people open. Had some success running different things.
Francis hands it to Tom Smith. Tom Smith making one-man miss. He's got a gain of 10. About
Running
15
hard.
yards there. Finally tackled down there. That's what I like to see out of Micah.
Hey, Micah wants it.
Put him on your back, Micah, here.
He's capable.
Gain of about 17 there for Micah.
The offensive line working harder. The Sobos are big. They're a big team. They got some big kids. But I think somebody's got to just come up here and be the one.
Francis to Tom Smith. Caught again. Down near the 20, inside the 15.
Flag coming in here from behind.
From the 36 down to about the 16, about 20 yards there.
Face mask it looks like we're going to have here.
So I add more yardage on here. Is that what the?
Yeah.
Yep.
5-yard penalty. Going to move the missiles a little bit closer here. Officials facing the wrong way. About to mark this off.
Yep. So it should be about the 11 if my math is correct, or is that half the distance inside the 20?
Well, we're not moving the ball at all, so that's what I'm confused.
Yeah. So they did not move it.
They never marked off the face mask here. Somebody's got to speak up.
Some confusion. Yeah, maybe this guy's going to say there was a penalty.
Yeah, this ball's got to be moving up.
So he got tackled at the 16. So, Mark, get him turned the right way. There we go. Down to the 11. Look at that. So
you were right. They just didn't have it moved yet.
1st and 10. They can get a first down just inside the 1.
Might as well just score here.
Yep, Francis pistol formation. Fake to Micah, and now he's going to be sick. Throws it away to Johnson smartly.
Say, did get it away. Good play there by Kyson.
Yep, nice play there. Meister in the backfield broke up that pass. So 2nd and 10 from the 11. 5:44 to go.
Let's see what Micah can do here. Get him a lead blocker. Have our line do what they can do up front.
So 2nd 11 Wildcat I formation. Tom Smith lined up at fullback. Promenschinkel in at halfback. Francis gonna take it to Promenschinkel. Promenschinkel right up the middle, inside the 5. Turning the legs, driving, and he's in for a missile touchdown. Promenschinkel right up the gut for 11 yards.
Hey, good blocking up front that time by the missiles, but Jade Promenschinkel, that kid wanted a touchdown. Maybe he can be the boost.
Sometimes simpler is better, Kurt.
Offensive line does their job. We've talked about it a little bit in 8-man football. You get into the 2nd level in 8-man football, there's a lot of wide open space, even if you're, down near our 10-yard line there.
So Promenschinkel, 11 yards. See if we can convert our 2-point conversion here. Francis,
be nice to see us get one here.
Under center, I formation, Tom Smith and Promenschinkel in the backfield. Gonna hand it to Jaden, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage in the backfield. Floyd all over that one. 2-point conversion, no good. 5:37 to go here in this 3rd quarter. Milledgeville 24, South Beloit 0. We'll be back on the Missile Sports Network.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
Looking for top-notch local computer sales and repair services? Call Adams Experts in Quincy at 217-214-3423 for fast, friendly, and affordable assistance. We make technology work. That's Adams Experts, your go-to when your computer goes down.
Welcome back here to Floyd Dobb Field. Just kidding. Back at Sobo Land. Next week we'll be back at Floyd Dobb Field. As that kick goes out of bounds.
That goes to Sheldon Ebersaw on the sideline there. He couldn't quite reel it in.
Not totally prepared for that, I don't believe. Come on, Sheldon, you're better than that.
Let's not put Sheldon on the hands team if we need one. That seemed like an easy one-handed grab, and Sheldon couldn't quite bring it in.
Got to be ready at all times when you're on the keeping stats, running the chain game.
You never know when it's going to come your way. When your number's called, you got to be ready to reel it in, Sheldon.
Coach Roble still cannot get away from a chain gang to save his life.
No.
Even when we're even on the same
gang
side.
Always around.
Every game.
Sobos are going to have us re-kick this one.
Check some scores here from around the area as well.
Trying to get a little bit better field position here.
Right down the middle, Harrington.
Lou
off his chest, picks it up about the 18, and
trips.
Tackled by the 19.
Yeah.
Johnny down there as well.
Yard lines tonight in Sobo Land have a couple tackles.
They've done well
Playing
tonight.
a solid game.
Eric Hernandez said they're not the straightest lines, but
yeah.
Check some scores here. But overall, not bad. The field's not bad. Numbers on the field, all the hashes. Latest in the Stockton, there's 38-14 Stockton at the half. And seeing 22-18 still Lee win EPC at the half, last score in that one. But back come the Sobos, 24-0, 5:34 to go in this third quarter. Reed under center. Gonna hand it to Harrington. Harrington gonna be swallowed up in the backfield by Adamek.
There's Dalton Adamek. Says no thank you. Stay behind the line. Just got a check-in from Pete McCallie watching tonight. He was checking South Beloit's NFHS network broadcast.
Loss of 4.
Just to see what it looked like comparatively. He enjoys the K&K show, he says.
Appreciate that, Pete.
Yeah, Pete McCallie.
Appreciate you
sub extraordinaire.
Sadly, Karavia is going to be back next week. So we're
some bad news. Pete's not going to be joining us next week.
Yeah, the PE department's going to take a hit next week. But
we were having fun there for about 3-4 weeks.
Yeah,
but
seemed like longer.
Yeah.
Back comes Reed and the Sobos. Air it out this time, and he's got his man, 82. Tackled there by Shank and Nye. He's thinking, man, why did I catch that?
Yeah.
That's not a first down, guys. Don't be moving the chains.
It will be 3rd and 2.
Gain of about 14, gain of about 12 there to Cook.
3rd and 3.
Third down and a long two, short 3.
Short 3, yeah.
Reed under center, gonna hand it to 84 Peterson. He's met right in there.
There.
Sidmore once again.
Sidmore clogging it up from his nose guard position.
Sarber in there as well.
Sarber and Tom Smith in there as well.
Some player of the games. You can start sending our votes in. 4th and 3. going to say 3 now, Kurt. That looks like 3 to me.
Yeah, I think he moved back a little bit to make it an official 3 this time. Another 4th down play. Missiles use this one. I know the score is 24-0, but don't even give them an inch.
Didn't jump this time, at least. See if they still snap it.
Missiles
they do not.
Staying
They're going to take a timeout, and they're going to take a timeout.
Yeah.
So with that, we'll take one with them. 3:20 to go in the third quarter. Milledgeville 24, South Beloit 0. We'll be back after this quick timeout.
Through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Watering Hole in downtown Augusta is open and says good luck all area teams this season. Stop in for a cold drink Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 1 a.m. with happy hour 4 to 6. Then Saturday, 1 p.m. to 1 a.m. You can watch the game there today. If you aren't there, get there. And Sunday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Watering Hole says good luck to all area teams.
Welcome back. Back comes Harrington on a 4th down play. He's not going to get there. Johnson
Adamek. Then Adamek cleaning it up.
Cleans it up. Harrington's going to be lost for a 3-yard loss on the play. The Missiles are going to take over on downs.
Micah Tom Smith in there as that is too, but initially held up. The big reach, the strong hands by Connor Johnson.
Got to vote for Saber in the player of the game. I'm going to throw out there, Benny Mickelson. Like you said, that's just a key guy all season. He does all the little things correct, Kurt.
Yeah.
So Saber, Mickelson, Shank's had a couple touchdowns tonight. So 1st and 10 for the Missiles.
Plethora of options tonight for player of the game.
Ball on the 25-yard line. Francis going to... Tom Smith going to throw it to Johnson, and he overshoots him, and he can't make the highlight reel catch this time.
He was there.
Wide open.
Johnson.
2 times Mike has had guys open and can't convert here, Kurt. But
maybe forgetting that he has a right hand.
Halfback pass was wide open, but unable to convert. 2nd and 10 for the Missiles.
Again, maybe a little too open. Had him.
Lee leads 28-18. Dixon leads over Johnson City 14-0. I formation, Nye and Tom Smith in the backfield. Johnson and Livingood in at tight ends. Francis going to hand it to Tom Smith. Tom Smith up the middle. Gain of about 5.
Tackled there by a couple Sobos. Number 8, number 72.
3rd down and 5.
3rd down and 5 now. Scott Nova said Sheldon had the best hands in his class at catching a football.
Well, if you were on a Missiles team in the 90s and you had good hands, well, sorry.
Still didn't catch the ball. But he could have been maybe the Brody Wolf era, maybe.
Yeah.
They did throw it a little bit back then.
I got to imagine when we threw it a little bit,
quarterback keeper, that's going to be a loss of 1, maybe 2.
When Scott was holding down the reins there, I got to imagine we threw the ball around a little bit too. But
Cal said Sheldon was on the alumni hands team in the alumni game.
That's got to be like one of the biggest honors.
Loss of 1 there for Francis.
That's almost like saying you have some of the best hands in the history of our football team.
We had some impressive alumni wins.
Yeah.
A couple blowouts. 4th and 6 here for the Missiles now. Let's not stall out again here. 1:57 to go in the 3rd quarter. 4th and 6, ball on the 21-yard line of the Sobos.
I believe earlier in the year, Jacob Chapman compared one of our wins to our alumni game win over Polo.
Have to get this play off. They might have to take a timeout. They do get it off. Going to be the reverse to Nye. Nye up the middle. And going to have to stretch for it. He's going to have it. Yep. They blew it dead there a little bit early, but he is going to pick up 7 for Nye.
The old backfield flea flicker.
Wasn't
the prettiest, but we'll take it.
Yeah.
It's a 1st down. Worked 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the Sobel 14-yard line. 1:25 to go here in this third quarter.
I don't think that's a technical term for that play, but the PA announcer here said it, and I liked it. So the backfield flea flicker.
Francis under center, I formation, 9, Promenschinkel in the backfield, and up the middle to 9. He's swallowed up immediately, 23 in there.
Yeah, hit immediately, maybe even a little.
Garrett Ludke on the stop.
Off on the exchange there.
Loss of 2 there for Spencer.
Didn't even really quite, such penetration early by the Sobos defensive line there. Kyson barely even got away from the center.
Second down and 12. Ball back to the 16-yard line now. 39 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. Francis looking for instructions. Counting down. Going to have to get the snap away. Francis takes the snap, looks left. Oh, going to throw a pop pass, and it's going to be fair caught there by Spencer. Yeah. Down near a first down, going to be about a yard short.
Spencer Nye plays a little basketball there and just boxes out the defense to make the catch.
Gain of 11.
That pass kind of looked like Kyson shooting a 3.
It was his arm got hit or tipped. The ball was tipped, one of them.
Yeah, I think he actually got hit as he was throwing there.
3rd and 1. Ball on the 5-yard line. Francis under center, going to hand it to Promenschinkel. Promenschinkel makes a cut
by Jaden.
He is in for a missile touchdown.
Fancy footwork there by Jaden to find the hole.
Jaden Promenschinkel's second touchdown of the night. This one from 5 yards out. And the Missiles extend the lead here to 30-0.
Jaden Promenschinkel put him on the list with Benny Mickelson.
Yes.
Kid getting an opportunity and just doing what's asked of him, helping out the team.
Scores with no time on the clock here. 5-yard run for Promenschinkel. Now would be the time to make a 2-pointer here, Kurt. What do you think?
Let's get a 2-point conversion.
I formation. Francis under center. Hand it to Promenschinkel right up the gut, and he's in. Hey, 2-point conversion good. After 3, Milledgeville 32, South Beloit 0. We'll be back on the Missile Sports Network after this quick timeout.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Sports Corner at 124. Macomb's original local sports bar is the Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb.
All right, welcome back here. Sobo Land. Adamek set to kick off. Change of direction here after scoring the touchdown with no time on the clock. Line drive.
That
kick,
might make
stay in
the
bounds.
end zone.
It will not.
Once again, Dalton told me that he's going to get one in the end zone. He's trying.
But right now, he's a liar.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to say I didn't believe Dalton. I'd like to take the kid for
He's
his
saying
word.
The wind blew it, I think.
Yeah.
It's the wind howling
I
here.
was saying it's blowing straight through here, whistling.
Yes, blowing your and Cal's hair all over up there.
It's clean off, really. Just straight off the top of our heads.
They do take the ball this time.
Well,
instead of the re-kick.
The re-kick
did
last
not
time
work
didn't
out
quite
well.
plan out. So
1st and 10 for the Sobos. Reed under center. Peterson and Harrington in the backfield. Meister, a little reverse razzle-dazzle. Living Good says
no.
You will have none of that. Yeah. Thrown down for a big loss. From the 35 back to the 20.
They were looking
3-yard line, loss of 12.
They were looking pass on that one again. We blew it up in the backfield. We also had pretty good coverage out here, I do believe, too, by Spencer Nye.
Let's Cook on the reverse, loss of 12, about 2nd and 22. Defense has been more sound the second and 2 as well, Kurt.
They have. Let's see if we can move them back again. Going to load up in the box.
I like this, making us play 4 quarters.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's as Harrington, the middle, Sidmore and Saber in there. Or no, that's Spence.
Only problem with 4 quarters of play is less random banter from us, which some people probably appreciate.
Gain of about 4 for Harrington. We're acquired taste, I think. 3rd down and 18. Ball on their own 27-yard line. 10:45 to go. We're 1 touchdown from a running clock. That's only the second game that hasn't happened this year. Sobos, like I said, they really played a pretty solid first half. They got some nice pieces. I think they'll give West Carroll a tussle.
That's going to be a tough game. Or is that next week? Or is it later? End of the season. Last game.
Last game of the year. As Reed caught there by 82. As we have some smoke go off in the stands up there too, Kurt. We don't move.
Grill has been fired down. I don't know what that was over there.
It's not a first down.
Not a first
down.
Down.
About gain of 17 to Cook.
We were there. I don't know. Just didn't make a play on the person or the ball.
4th and 1 for the Sobos. Ball on their own 44-yard line. Missiles can make another defensive stop here on 4th down.
I think Jake Chapman is here in South Beloit driving one of his demo cars from the sound of things.
So someone said, what can we do to improve our entrance for the football team? Like, you want to get any more Milledgeville, you have a demo car there.
Line up the demo cars and rev them up.
And going to be into the backfield as
he's going to find a hole for a first down.
Makes a good cut there up to the 44, getting gain about 10 there. About 12 there. Did 84 there, Peterson.
Yeah, Peterson, a big back there, but also got some moves.
So 1st and 10 for the Sobos. Ball on the missile now, 44-yard line, 9:20 and counting in this 4th quarter. Another vote for Saber. As Peterson running hard, going to gain.
Saber in 3 on that tackle with Carter Living Good. Or Spencer Nye, sorry.
Down to the 40-yard line. Gain of 2. It will be, or 3.
2nd and 7 now. Princeville leads Stark County. That's an up 32-14.
We had a few Missiles fans make the trips up here to the Sobo land tonight.
My wife thinks maybe that was a gender reveal up in the stands over there with a puff of smoke.
Well, it's a girl, I guess. I don't know.
Was
I'm
colorblind.
I think I'm colorblind. I don't know.
I think it was blue. But Harrington receives the carry. A nice cutback. Ball is out. Recovered by Shank.
Shank down on it.
It's a gain of about 5 there for Harrington, but he puts the ball. Evan Shank with the fumble recovery.
1st and 10 from their own 35.5 yard line.
Another turnover forced by the Missiles defense.
Yeah, Harrington shown that he can be a pretty elusive
shifty,
and
just
exciting back there. Exciting back there for the Sobos, but puts the ball on the ground that time. Evan Shank comes up with it.
Sobos with a lot of juniors and some sophomores sprinkled in there. They're going to be a team to reckon with.
I think they're going to be a team in a few years here.
Missiles going quick here. The ball's in play. Sobos not ready, and they're going to have to take a timeout.
Yep.
Coach Grenoble caught him
sleeping
a little bit. Late 21 to go here in the 4th. Missiles 32, Sobo 0. We'll be back on the Missile Sports Network.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries. as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on-the-field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
Barkley Bills Company, a hat brand built on two staples, comfort and style, specializing in snapback trucker-style caps. Check out the selection or consider customs to build your business at barkleybillsco.com. Don't let the hat rack fool you. There's always room for one more barkleybillsco.com hat. Wishing good luck to all athletes this season.
Welcome back here. We're good. A wealth of knowledge from Cal Angleton. Never ceases to amaze me here.
Guy knows everything. Did confirm that there has been a pink and a blue smoke over there.
Geisen
drops it in.
Airs it out to Micah
in.
Tom Smith from the 36-yard line down to the 34.
Yeah. Going from
30
side to 30
yards to Tom Smith. He dropped it in the bucket there, Kurt.
Yeah, nice pass there by Kyson. Good job by Micah getting some separation. Kyson drops it right in.
Over 200
right in the
now,
bread basket.
Over 200 yards now unofficially through the air for Francis and the Missiles. Having 12 for 20 for 208 yards. Francis going to drop back to pass. Going to air it out to Living Good. He's got to get turned around, and he does! What a catch by Carter Living Good! Oh, my goodness! That was not easy, folks.
No.
Living Good with an extraordinary catch from Francis.
I don't know how many different ways you could turn.
34 yards out. I didn't think he was going to get turned around in time, Kurt.
Carter turned every which way but loose.
That was not the perfect thrown ball there by Francis.
No.
That was Carter making a great play.
Found the ball.
My goodness.
Pulled it in.
Put these 2 points on the board and let's get this clock a-running. Francis, shotgun formation, 3 to his right. Francis looks right, throws it to Tom Smith. He's going to have to make a man miss. Hits the left juke button, and he is in for the touch for the 2-point conversion. 8:07 to go in the fourth quarter. Milledgeville 40, South Beloit 0. We'll be back on the Missile Sports Network.
I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
Ryden Farm Supply, located in the heart of Walnut Grove and in business since 1974. Ryden Farm Supply can meet all your needs for LP seed, fertilizer, and farm chemicals. Their LP service is unmatched in this area. Customer service is one of their specialties. Give them a call today at 309-772-3121.
Welcome back here. Missiles. Much better second half here, Kurt.
Yeah, just seems like we've played with maybe even just a little more energy, offensive and defensively.
40-0 as Adamek
going for
one more try, but Harrington gets in the way of it about the 10. Across the 25, tackled there by Johnson. Micah got shot blocked there on that kickoff.
Micah got his legs taken out. And wide open space there.
So 1st and 10 for the Sobos. Ball on the 29-yard line as Lee Wynn pulling away from EPC. 35-18. So it looks like it's Benny, it's Jaden, it's Saber, the runnings for the player of the game, Kurt. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
We'll put it up to our panel here. 7:19 and counting.
The wind
There is the wind. Or it's either that or Dykstra let one go here.
Say. He is standing.
Harrington runs up the middle.
Is standing upwind from us.
Harrington picks up about 3. Oh my goodness, papers blowing everywhere.
Man.
Lily with a nice save there. Unexpected. Been calm all night.
Wind is not blowing one time. Maybe Dexter really did have something to do with this.
Probably even hear it in our microphones.
Yeah.
Where did this come from?
I don't know.
As now. What did he call?
I think he called an unsportsmanlike on us. Why? I did not see.
Flag is on Milledgeville missiles.
He just got done telling them not to do that. Don't know what
Might
that
be on
is.
the coaches there, the penalty. I'm not sure. So 15-yard penalty against the missiles.
15 yards.
So 1st and 10 for the Sobos. If we can keep our papers all here.
We're just going to pick everything up right now, I guess.
We're done with stats, maybe.
Yeah.
Gonna be a quick hitter, and off to the races is 25. Tom Smith tracking him down. Balls out, and it's recovered by the missiles.
Missiles able to get on it.
40. Is that Mickelson that comes up with it? No, Living Good. Living Good, 48.
Downfield by Tom Smith knocked it out.
25? A new player that hasn't touched the ball all night. Got loose, rumbled down inside the 10, got tackled, and lost the ball.
Jace Schober, a freshman, 5'9", 175, listed as an offensive lineman.
Yeah, evidently Hurricane Milton is headed this way.
Yeah, it's headed this way and fast. I think we need to start boarding this place up. Already warned about leaning up against the railing up here.
When you're broadcasting outside, a little bit of a breeze is...
Yeah, it seems like a lot.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on their own 4-yard line. Looks like they've gone JV here maybe, so I'm not sure if Roble has noticed that yet. Going to be handoff to Promenschinkel. Spins out of 1 tackle. And going to gain 11. Might have a face mask there as well.
Another flag on the flag.
Now a face mask definitely coming in here. Can't imagine there was anything else.
About a 10-yard gain and the penalty.
Okay. Oh.
We'll see if they decide to tack this on to the run or if they're just going to take it down when it was tackled. But they do get.
Yeah.
They do. That was a 15-yarder too.
A 15-yarder. He turned the head there.
All the way up to the 31. 1st and 10 for the Missiles. Mickelson now in, replacing Living Good. Boy, I hope we got that highlight reel catch, and maybe you guys got to see a replay of that. That was right up there with Johnny's catch. That was tough circus catch. A turnaround and find the ball. Francis under center. Hand it to Promenschinkel. Promenschinkel makes one man miss. Runs over another guy. Nice hard run at Promenschinkel. Saying, I want the player of the game here.
Give him the ball.
He's now up to 70 yards unofficially.
Do it again. Line it up again.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. Ball on the own 42-yard line. 3:15 to go in the ball game. My brother's saying he thinks that kid stepped out of bounds before that fumble. Sobo should have threw the challenge flag.
Yeah, well we'll take it.
1st and 10 for the Missiles. France is going to hand it to Promenschinkel again off the left side.
He's going to find some space
He's
on the outside.
45, 40, 35, down to the 30-yard line. My goodness.
Feed that kid the ball.
Down the field, left and right. Now dodging tackles down and finally stopped at the 30-yard line.
About 30 more yards for Promenschinkel. That'd put him at 100. Maybe 29. We'll round up.
Yeah. Looks like line change
Actually
here.
Too short. So, yeah, he's going to be about 98 yards.
We have all the original varsity starters coming off the field now. I do think Sidmore's staying in at center and Francis at quarterback. Otherwise, we got a full new lineup in.
First and 10, ball on the 31-yard line of South Beloit. Francis under center. Hand it to Promenschinkel. Get 2 here. At least he does and more.
And
He's
more.
across the 25, or up to the 25, gain of about 6. Promenschinkel now officially over 100 yards on the night.
Sobo player down here.
1:49 to go. Hopefully just a cramp here. So with that, we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back on the Missile Sports Network. Welcome back here. Some more votes for Promenschinkel as well as Saber. Little brother Keegan Levingood says great catch by his big brother.
Saw Keegan playing a little volleyball today at the junior high quarterly event. Runs in the family.
Volleyball team had a big win here the other night, didn't they, Kurt?
Yeah, we went down to Fulton, got a big win on the road against a tough Fulton team.
And a home
even
win
out our
as well.
series there, and then finished the week off with a home win last night against Morrison.
Did we take a knee? The clock's running. I'm not sure what happened. Nope, not yet. So just a couple kneel downs from the Missiles, improving to 6-1 on the year.
Milledgeville takes a knee.
What do you got next week coming up on the volleyball schedule here, Kurt?
Couple big games next week. We have the conference game up in Amboy. It's kind of always tough traveling up there, kind of no matter what. The environment up there makes it a little tough to travel up to Amboy. Then we go the very next night to a very tough Stockton team. And then we finish the week off at Eastland with a nice tournament Eastland runs there each year late in the season here. With a bunch of good teams at that tournament. So
sounded like you got a favorable draw.
Yeah. Yep. We got
Lady Missiles
Duran
playing well, and you're going to hit the road for where are you down in Salmon or Indian Creek?
Indian Creek, Shabanaw for regionals. We'll be seeing a lot of AFC here at the end of the season. We have them in our final home game of the year, and then we'll have them at the Eastland tournament next weekend, and then we have them in the first round of regionals.
All right, there's the final kneel down, the final clock running down here. The Missiles do get a running clock win here tonight, but they had to work hard for it, Kurt. They win 40-0, but a valiant first half effort here by the Sobos, but the Missiles really looked better, looked more effort in that second half here.
Yeah, second half came out just simply with more energy. Just seemed like a sort of rejuvenated team. We were just slow, maybe not even really playing together as a team in that first half. Second half just came out a little rejuvenated and said, hey, we need to, like, this isn't easy. We gotta play here. So much better second half for the Missiles than they started in the first half there. Sobos, solid football team. They did some good things. It is nice to see that goose egg on the board for the Missiles.
Yes, their second shutout of the year, I believe. Them and West Carroll.
Shut out West Carroll as well, yeah.
Yeah, 2 5-1 teams.
Yeah.
Undefeated and a 1-loss team, so they put their better defensive effort. But, yeah, the Missiles improved to 6-1. They'll return home next week against River Ridge. Stats here. First for the Sobos, on the ground for them. Harrington 17 carries, 47 yards. Peterson 8 carries, 87 yards. Meister 2 for 4. Reed 1 for -6. Winterland 2 for 4. Cook 1 for -12. Through the air, Reed was 5 for 11 for 53 yards. Cook 3 catches, 36 yards. Meister 2 catches for 17, and Harrington 1 for 5. 2 penalties against the Sobos for 10 yards. Or nope, they had a face mask in there, 2 face masks in there that I missed. So 4 penalties for the Sobos. And then for the Missiles here tonight, on the ground, Tom Smith 8 carries, 50 yards. Nye 8 carries, 21 yards. Johnson 1 for 4. Shank 1 for 11. Francis 2 for 10. Promenschenkel 12 carries, 104 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Jaden Promenschenkel. Tom Smith had a touchdown run as well. Passing through the air, unofficially, Kyson, I had him for, looks like 13 of 21 for 242 yards, including 3 touchdowns. 2 of those going to Shank for 36 yards. 3 for 29 yards. Tom Smith, 5 for 85. And Livingood, a highlight reel catch for a 34-yard touchdown. So 3 catches, 82 yards for him. 6 penalties for 45 yards on the Missiles. But 6-1 and home next week, Kurt.
Yeah, the Missiles defense kind of got to give it up to them tonight, holding the Sobos to no points. They bent a little bit, but they never break. They made big plays kind of deep in their own territory when they needed to. Got a few fumbles, caused a few fumbles tonight. Got a couple fumble recoveries to change momentum around a little bit there. So hopefully just keep looking and clicking. We'll text the coaches here to see if they get something
get a hold of a coach, send the player of the game
we'll
up
get a player of the game here.
So, like to thank our sponsors here as well, as we're trying to figure out the player of the game and send it up to the hunting shack up here. And thank you, sponsors: Milledgeville State Bank, the Mill Wheel Tavern, Selman Electric, Gibbs Drywall, Bushman Service, Ruby's Coffee Coach, Ewers Garage, Boss Roofing, FBFM, EVS Hobbies, Duncan Land, Wally's Place, McKenna's Flooring, Kness Heating and Cooling, American Quality Windows, Waisner Farms, Living Good Charter, Pearl City Elevator, R&H Seed Solutions, 330 Detailing, SRG Tuck Pointing, and Extreme Tree. So once again, your final: Milledgeville 40, South Beloit 0. As we'll take a quick timeout, we'll be back with post-game interviews with the Selman Electric player of the game and Coach Roble. All right, welcome back here to South Beloit High School. Kyle Leach joined by the Selman Electric player of the game, Caleb Sarber. Saber is what me and Coach Folk have come to call you here, one of our favorite American gladiators, but you fly all over the field, and I think Wes Carroll was calling you Saber. So first of all, what do you think of the Saber nickname? You good with it?
Yeah, I've been watching the broadcasts. I watch them after every game, and I saw I got it, and it made my night, quite honestly. But.
All right, but yeah, impressive game for the Missiles. You guys come out a little slow that first half, but yeah, able to get the win here, improved to 6-1. But let's talk about your play of the game, the highlight reel in that first half. You had the kind of the hat trick. You got the sack, the strip, and the fumble recovery. Just talk about, you shot through there like a missile on that play. Just talk about what you saw there and the momentum that play created.
Just a little bit of a misplay by South Beloit. There was nobody blocking on me. I slipped past. They were late to it, and saw the QB with the ball and slapped it out.
All right, well, impressive on both sides of the ball. Like you said, you've done everything, a lot of things for the Missiles here. You're an undersized lineman. Talk about playing on the line here. Is something that's the first time doing that in your football career this year?
First time ever playing line, O-line.
Yep.
You kind of just got to use your momentum, push them outside. You'll see me doing that a lot.
All right, but yeah, you're fun to watch, especially defensively. You got the Bash brothers living good, and Adamek, but you and Spencer fly around on linebacker. So yeah, you've been a lot of fun to watch on the defensive side of the ball, especially. How about first half, 18-0? What was coach's message there at halftime to the team? You don't have to let all the secrets out, but what was the message, the tone at halftime?
We just came out a little slow, he said. Picked it up, got excited, and we came out and punched them in the mouth.
Yep, played a lot better the second half. All right, now let's get to know Caleb Sarber here a little bit better. What's your favorite drink, go-to drink?
Pepsi, but since we're in season, I'm off it a little bit.
All right, how about candy? What's your favorite candy or snack?
Probably a Twix.
A Twix?
That's my go-to.
And how about one other than football? What's a hobby that you enjoy?
I hunt. That's about it.
All right. Well, congratulations on the win. Selman Electric player of the game. Caleb, thanks for joining us, and congrats on the win, and good luck next week at home against River Ridge.
Thank you.
All right. That was Caleb Sarber, our Selman Electric player. Welcome back once again to the post-game show here. Kyle Leach joined by head coach of the Missiles, Jason Roble. Coach, kind of a grinded-out win here, but maybe something that's good for this team here as well. You get a 40-0 running clock victory, but one you really had to earn tonight.
Yeah, I agree. South Beloit did a nice job. Didn't make anything easy on us. I'm disappointed. A couple things. We some critical errors at times. We got to clean that up. You can't have penalties down in the red zone. You can't give them extra downs for false starts and things like that. So we did some favors, but overall I'm pretty proud of our performance, happy with what our guys did. After a tough loss last week, you're always curious how the guys will bounce back, and I thought we pretty much controlled the entire game. Although maybe weren't quite as explosive as we were last game, some previous games. South Beloit's got some good speed, some good size, and they got some good players, so they didn't make anything easy on us.
All right, Chad, someone's saying no audio. Brooks, you getting our audio? Just want to make sure, so we should be. All right, checking on there. But, yeah, it was kind of a dogfight that first half. You guys unable to convert some two-point conversion tries early in the game. It's 18-0 at the half, but the highlight of the first half I thought was the play. That's the player of the game, Sarber there, Saber, whatever you want to call him, kind of the hat trick, the sack, the fumble, and the recovery there. Man, just talk about that play.
Yeah, he was lightning through the line, and the ball was snapping. I saw his white flash come through the line and made a nice tackle. And he had I don't know how he saw the ball pop out, but it was soon as he hit the ground, he was clamoring for that ball. So great play by Caleb. He's way undersized up front up there, obviously, but his quickness sometimes he can really impact a play. And that was a huge play for us because gave us the ball with a short field.
Yep, I thought it was big. You score. It was only 12-0. You guys score right. You take it the final minute 25, I think, score with 3 seconds left, a chance to double dip because you were receiving the second half kickoff. Just talk about that sequence there as well.
Yeah, we talked about that actually right after we got that turnover. Hey, we got to punch this in. We got to be smart here. We got to execute because we get the ball coming out of the half. And I thought our guys did that. We managed the clock well. We were talking about maybe taking a timeout there as they were driving. But decided, hey, let's keep it in our pocket. Let's not let them talk about it. And we got a nice stop, and then drove down the field, executed well, and punched it in there, like you said, right before the clock expired. And that was a good way to go into halftime. I was a little disappointed that coming out of half, we drove down the field nice, and we got down inside the goal line and had a penalty.
Penalty, negative play.
Yeah, I think we were down maybe the 1 or 2. A nice hard run by Connor Johnson, and then we had a pre-snap penalty, and then that pushed us back. Then we had a miscue on offense and came away with no points. So we got to make sure I told the kids at halftime, hey, first drive out of the half is big, and we did a pretty good job up until the very end. We didn't finish.
Yeah, I was going to say, what was your halftime message? I know sometimes we take for granted how good this team is, but up 18-0 on a 5-1 team, but it just left you wanting more that first half. But I thought second half they answered it with a little more physical, a little harder running. Just what was your message there at half?
My message was a couple things. That one, right now we're hurting ourselves. We let a big play up early in the game. I think they're 84. Took it almost down, 10-yard line or so, and we just were not mentally checked in our play there. We weren't executing, like you said, 2-point conversions, and that we have to get better at those. And we can't keep committing penalties that are harmful. We made a couple adjustments defensively. They were doing a nice job sealing us in and kicking out with that big fullback, and they got number 1 outside a few times on us. We made a couple nice adjustments. We put our DNs out there, and then second half, Carter and Dalton did a nice job shutting that down, and they didn't really get much after that other than that real big run play there right at the end of the game where we then forced the fumble. So I thought you guys did a nice job showing up, making some plays when we needed to. We just got to get more crisp and more consistent.
Yeah, I thought the second half effort was a lot better. Some harder running by Micah. And Jaden Promenchink, we'll talk about him a little bit. He was up there for running player of the game. I had him